Welcome, everybody, to another Owen and Dirk's Pop Culture Radio Show. I am your host today, Boston Brit. I'm here with Dirty Dirt McCoy.
Yes, sir.
We also have with us the beautiful Bushy.
Hey.
Owen is not feeling well tonight, so I am taking his place.
Taking his place.
Always an interesting thing that happens occasionally here on the show.
Occasionally.
It's always fun.
But my sister is coming back to town, so if I can talk her into a weekend or two, you can get both of us here.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
And then it's an even better thing.
I've always said my favorite shows is when it's all four of us.
Exactly. I mean, it gives it more, like, you get to hear me and him kind of bicker back and forth
My
a
favorite
little
part.
bit. You know, like, he tries to tell a story. I interrupt with how the real story went.
I enjoy watching my friends fight. I don't know why.
So, I'm going to do the normal, how has everybody been this week? You know,
Oh, amazing.
amazing.
I don't believe you.
I don't either.
Well, that says more about me than it does about you, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, I almost got taken out by two different birds.
How does a bird take you somewhere?
No, I went outside to
I saw one of them grab a dog one time, try to fly off with it. Maybe it was just something like that, possibly.
No,
I
no,
shit
no,
you
no.
not, my mom is afraid. She's got a little dog. He's like 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And there's a big owl in our front
Oh,
yard at night, and
God.
she's terrified. Every time I go to let him out, she's like, don't let the owl get him.
I mean, I could see that. If you go back to Sandra Bullock's movie, The Proposal, a hawk,
You
giant
do
hawk
realize
comes over.
the room you're mentioning these references in. Hey, listen, let's go back to that fucking Sandra Bullock movie.
Ryan Reynolds
You guys
was in
have
it as
both
well.
seen it, right? Yeah, sure. I've fucking seen it.
What are
It's
you
a
talking
great
about?
romantic comedy.
What are you talking about? The mailbox one next?
Oh,
What was it? You've got mail.
You've
Well,
got mail.
that was Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
That's an old movie. But anyway,
I only
Well,
know
isn't
that
it- wait,
because
isn't
there
the
was so
Sandra-
many jokes about it.
Wasn't the Sandra Bullock one like that old?
No, I think it was
2000s.
probably she was in Speed in the 90s,
And things that are 26 years old aren't old.
Well, I mean, okay, if you put it in that perspective, then yes, they're that old. But when
Thank
you're
you.
talking about like 30 or 40 years, then
It's okay. So the Sandra Bullock movie, I guarantee you, is closer to You Got Mail than the Sandra Bullock movie is to 2026.
Oh, absolutely.
most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
You
But
know there was still
anyways-
woolly
Piss
mammoths.
off.
There was still woolly mammoths alive when the pyramids were built, right?
Oh my god. Well, she was at Ryan Reynolds' family's estate in Alaska,
Okay.
and they have a little like white Pomeranian dog, and she goes out to take a cell phone call, and she's told like, don't let the Kevin out. That's the name of the dog. Don't let Kevin out, because you know we got hawks around that'll pick him up. And the hawk actually goes for the dog, and she's like, no, chasing him around with the cell phone. And the hawk comes back, like, drops the dog, comes back for her cell phone, and the cell phone's like, gone. And she's like, here, take the dog instead. You know?
Is that the movie with Betty White?
Yes.
The
That
skeet
she's
skeet
chanting-
motherfucker
Yeah,
in the woods?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've seen that scene.
So
Betty White chanting skeet skeet motherfucker around a campfire. Yes, I've
it
seen
was
that.
Sandra Bullock.
Can't forget that. Wait a minute. That movie's not that old, is it?
No, maybe 2010.
I was gonna say. I'm thinking now more like, when did Betty White die?
She died in
23 or
Yeah,
22.
22.
Then maybe that Sandra Bullock movie was more like 2015.
Because I think
that
she
wasn't-
turned 90 in that movie.
I don't think
supposedly.
White was doing Skeet Skeet Motherfucker in 2000.
No.
That was like later on.
When did Skeet Skeet?
No, not
Windows in the walls.
Not when did Skeet Skeet come out? But I'm telling you, I'm starting to think that I've seen the movie you're talking about, and that it's not as old as you think it is. Actually,
No, because Ryan
Now I'm
Reynolds
arguing
isn't that
against
old
myself.
either. He's in his 40s, right?
Ryan Reynolds is older than I am. So he's probably in his early 50s.
Early
I thought you were gonna
50s.
say, he's
So
older
he
than I
was
am,
probably
so
in
fuck
his-
him.
30s, mid-30s in that movie.
His parents fucked before my parents fucked, so fuck him.
Right.
Anyways, but no. So I went outside to smoke a cigarette. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe that.
And as I'm going outside, I go towards my mailbox. So I'm kind of like on the side where the other guy smokes as well. And a bird, a cardinal, flies straight in the path that I was in and almost literally like rams into me. So then another day I go out to smoke a cigarette. Same thing happens except they're flying the other way. I'm like, why?
Maybe they just want to smoke.
Maybe.
Fucking,
Maybe.
they've eaten too many cigarette butts that people thrown out on the curb, and now they're addicted.
Well, I swept up all my cigarette butts. I'm trying.
They want a fresh one now.
I'm trying not to smoke at home.
Imagine
so
that
I'm
a bird
quitting.
flies by and just pulls the cigarette out of your mouth and flies off.
Well, they
That
got,
would be crazy.
They got,
And then
ma-
he lands in the tree and just starts...
they got
Why
mad.
he
They
looks
got
at you?
cut out of the Newport advertising because I
Exactly.
feel like most of those pictures of the people in the Newport looks like they should have like a cardinal like on their shoulder or something.
Yeah. Well, Dirt, how has your week been?
Same as always. Trying to get things done and not. Finally cleaned the floors today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to do that for about a week now. So, you know.
Yeah, but it's
Put that
just
feather
you
in my cap.
and the dog. I mean,
Yeah,
he doesn't get,
and he
sheds. He sheds.
he's not he's sloppy, that's all.
He's sloppy.
As
So-
dogs are.
in the way of Owen, I have brought sex on the beach shots
Oh,
because
man.
I'm not a whiskey person.
Okay.
So I figured I always like these twisted shots.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good. I think you.
Yeah,
brought
you've
them
brought those before, I think. I
So-
think for one of the parties we did, maybe?
Yeah, I brought
Yes.
the porn star one.
Okay.
So I figured that, we can try this if we want to pass that to him. These are like my favorite to do, and I don't drink whiskey.
Okay.
Well,
so-
you know, I was thinking we've been drinking on the show a little bit too much lately, and maybe we should wait till the second segment.
You're such an asshole. There's no way I'm waiting for the second segment.
Listen, I don't get out that often.
There's no way I was serious.
I wanted to say I don't
just
get out
wanted to
that
see y'all's
often. I would
faces.
like to, get a little tipsy while
Yeah,
I'm here. and
Exactly.
hopefully
Like,
be sober by
the
the
only
time
way
I
I can feel good about what we do as a program is to be a little bit hammered.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely was joking.
Oh my goodness.
Close enough. Close enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit on design here. Here's what I like about these shots. So if you can't see it on the screen there, as I turn it, see how it looks like a cork? It's like a blender inside there. So they have the two different fluids on either side, and then as you drink it, they mix together as you pour it in your mouth. That's pretty fucking.
I'll tell you this. What they don't tell you is make sure it's vertical when you go to drink it. Because I was already drunk the first time someone handed me one of these, and I went top over bottom. And if you don't open your mouth wide, top over bottom ends up just pouring the top part on your upper lip.
Yeah, you always want to make sure that little line's in between.
Yeah, so you're
So you
like
get both of them.
mixing them as it goes in. So going along with drinking, I have the liquor of the week.
Ooh, liquor of the week.
You guys all know my friend Zach.
Yes,
well,
I
you-
called it. Todd's gonna be listening to this. I said I have a feeling that whatever Bushy brought had to do with something that you and Zach got into.
Well-
and I only assume that because I know other than us, Zach's the guy that you hang out with the most. And I'm
Yep.
like, I have a feeling that Bushy and Zach got into some shit this week.
It's just funny because he was never a drinker, and as I mentioned, he's the guy that actually was the first one to bring me peanut butter whiskey, way back when we were living together. And
Yeah.
shit.
I find it
and-
funny that you move the bag and the dog automatically comes over.
He
like
sits
he's
in
gonna
front of
treat.
you like,
He knows
let me
what's
get
up.
fucked up.
Yeah. So, you guys know we had the Bushy shirts.
Yes.
Yes.
That Owen made for Valentine's Day.
I have one.
Yeah.
And well, that's awesome. I also want to bring this up. I want to address this because I'm curious when you wear yours, because there's an odd thing happening to every single person that I give the Bushy shirt to. They go, "This will make a great night shirt."
I actually only tried mine on. I didn't wear it anywhere else.
Well, so that to me, that's one of two things. That's like either one, I'm not wearing this in public, or 2, I want my significant other to see your face while we're fucking.
No.
So either way, it's a little odd.
Mine is more, I want to wear it for the show, and I totally forgot today because it's been so hot. So I was like, all right, I'll put pants on in case it's cold in there. I have a sweatshirt in case I get cold, but I'm wearing a tank top.
Yeah. Right.
So having like long, short sleeves on, I'm already hot right now.
Well, because I wouldn't accept money for the bushy shirt, Zach was like, well, can I get you guys a bottle of liquor? And I said, yes, please do. And he said, have you tried this particular one? And I said, no, we haven't. Now, I'm already excited because it's Bubba's MC brand.
Oh, really?
So the one that and he found this through trying the Bubba's MC chocolate.
Off the recommendation of the other one we've had.
Yep. But he said this is his favorite. He said this one really slapped. Bubba's MC pancakes and bacon.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So, Dirt, if you want to do the honors there, I have not cracked it
Okay,
open
so Britt was not on the show when we had the Elvis one. That was the peanut butter banana and bacon.
I watched it, though.
Okay.
So
That was, hang on, Owen's got a box cutter over there.
Yep, he does.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's stuck.
That was...
it's stuck to the table.
Well, be careful.
The box cutter is stuck to the table from him opening up bottles of peanut butter whiskey.
And it
that's
being
all the
sticky,
sugary. Yeah.
And also the fact that he probably sits here and like moves the table so much when he's talking and slapping it that something spilled out of his cup.
It could possibly be still honey left over from him gluing my beard to his face. I know that made a mess.
That is possible.
Every time I sat over there since that happened and like did the show when Owen wasn't on the show, it was sticky somewhere, whether it be the headphones or the...
Yeah, but he, a lot of times, like, and I watch you sometimes too, as the night goes on and you guys get like a little bit more tipsy, like even his cup's still stuck. Like he doesn't watch his glass as he's like drinking.
Oh, I'll be the first. What was it, Dirt? Just 2 weeks ago, I had to get wet wipes and clean off my table over here because it was.
Look, do you see the snail trails on my desk right there?
Yeah. So, needless to say, we're messy motherfuckers.
This shouldn't be that hard.
Well, I think usually we
Frank Verderosa said, I just joined and already choked on some vomit.
Well, you're welcome. We aim to make people throw up in their mouths.
So Frank, you don't want to drink fucking pancake and fucking bacon whiskey? What the fuck's wrong with you, Frank?
I've seen you, Frank. I know you like pancakes and bacon whiskey.
I only want a tad.
Okay.
So also my children. Okay.
Way to swerve.
Wait. You said a tad? You only want a tad, but then also my children, but that's more than a tad. That's almost a basketball team.
We got a
Frank said,
we got a pool.
I'm jumping on a plane now, save me a shot.
We got a pool for them, and Jackson just always wants to go in it.
Well, you can keep it over there.
Oh, okay. Right.
Samantha, she was blue, like her lips were blue, and she didn't want to get out, so she kept getting out and in, out and in, out and in.
Wait, this is the pool or
the
shower?
pool? The pool.
Oh, you guys got a pool?
Yeah, it's one
Okay.
of those,
Owen was talking to me about it the other day. He's like, I think we're getting a pool, little like above ground thing.
Yeah, we got one. It's on the deck, and William gets up on the step ladder that we're using as a ladder to get in. And he tries to put his leg like.
Oh, did you taste already? I was waiting for you.
Yeah, well, usually we talk about the whiskey and everything before we move on to the next
All right,
segment.
let's taste this. All right. Cheers.
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 All right.
It's funny because it makes sense that it says pancakes, but it probably should have said maple syrup and bacon.
Yeah.
But I do get the pancakey kind of, It definitely has the aftertaste of I don't really taste bacon as much as I do pancakes.
I don't taste the bacon.
I taste pancakes.
Right now. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weird. So it's after the fact. Here's what I'll tell you. I'm a bourbon drinker. I drink a lot of fucking whiskey. I love this because it's not like the really over-the-top syrupy stuff like we get with the a lot of the flavored whiskeys are very heavy on the flavor. This tastes like a really good fucking bourbon that just happens to have a tiny bit of flavor into it.
Up front, it's whiskey.
Yes.
So I see. I'm not going to talk shit at all because like this is way less sugary
Yeah.
than the stuff we usually drink for sure.
Like
Dude.
I taste maple syrup for the pancakes. I do taste a little
Yeah.
bit of the pancake mix. I think I tasted the bacon, and I think that
I
kind
do
of threw
taste
me
the
off a
pancakes.
little. But yeah, it's
I taste
it's
pancakes.
whiskey.
I really don't.
bourbon.
Personally, I don't find the bacon in there.
Really.
Even the aftertaste is still just kind of like.
Here's the thing.
it's in the smell. It's the first taste that you get when you hit when the whiskey taste has a weird taste with it, and then you get the pancake maple syrup taste afterwards. So if you smell it, you can kind of smell like a smoked.
It does
smell with that
No, it does smell
for the
more,
bacon.
Yeah.
So now I kind of understand the taste that I got when I first tasted
It
it.
definitely smells more like
It's-
bacon than pancake.
It's bacon, harsh whiskey, pancake.
And also, it's also to piggyback on the fact that it is a bourbon, because as soon as Brit tasted it, she got all jiggy with it over there.
No, but I totally understand why she did that. I've said plenty of times I'm not a whiskey guy per se. It's still good. Like I will still.
It is.
But I'll tell you, if you take a drink of this after taking a drink of that,
we have to say what it is.
It's Cutwater White Russian.
Okay.
Now, I have not found White Russians.
Cutwater just sounds racist to me. I don't know, right?
It does. I always
Me
say
and the
Cutwater.
boys went down to Cutwater and found us some. No, I'm just.
I have not found White Russians
in a can.
In a can, or like separated from
I
like
thought
a
most-
Kahlua bottle.
Most Russians were. Anyway.
Since they stopped selling the Kahlua mixed drinks, which were the White Russians,
Right.
the B-52 Black
I
Russian,
remember
all
those,
that.
the little bottles, right?
Yeah.
They look like it looked like a tiny Kahlua bottle, but it was perfectly measured to one cocktail.
Exactly.
I remember those. And the mudslide also.
Yep,
they
Mudslide,
had like
B-52,
4 different ones.
and Black Russian.
Those were great.
They were, oh my God, they were all
And
to die
I'm not
for.
even a huge like Kahlua person, but what I liked about those is that having them in those little bottles like that, it was like a perfectly good like dessert drink.
Yeah, and
know?
if you pour it over ice, it's
Right.
God, to die for. But yeah, so drinking this right after it, because it's a coffee liqueur, it kind of ties in all the flavors of that with it. Like
Right.
I almost chose like the best drink to go with your whiskey.
Yeah, no, oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. You could absolutely mix this with some kind of coffee, something, and it would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Dirt, you correct me if I'm wrong. This is definitely more on the Jim Beam side than Jack Daniel's side,
Yes.
right?
Well, I mean, Jim Beam and Jack Daniels both have the same principles as a
To
distillery.
me, they taste totally different.
Well,
And-
they do, but that's been the recipe. But the principle of the distillery for both of them is that they do it in the mash. They don't add flavor after the fact. That's what this tastes like. So you're correct in what you're saying. I feel like this is a craft distillery that's.
I'm just saying, if you're a fan of Jim Beam, I feel like this is for you. Out of everything
okay.
we've had,
Yeah.
to me, if you're, because I Jim Beam was the only like straight whiskey that I ever drank a lot of.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah.
was really never a Jack Daniel's guy. I was always a little too like kind of soury for me.
I didn't know what you were going with, but the flavor of the actual bourbon itself, yes, 100%.
Yeah,
But I was saying in the fact of like most of the flavored whiskeys we drink are whiskeys that are paired or mixed with some sort of flavoring, whereas the Jack Daniel stuff we've had is actually made in the mash.
it's,
Like it's actually distilled that
distilled
way.
with it.
Right.
So the
right.
flavor comes in the back end.
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of the way this feels. But I'll tell you this, the only Bubba's we've ever had was the chocolate marshmallow one that
Yep. Still one of my favorites.
Yeah. And having this now, it makes me want to explore more of this label. Like I want to know more of the other shit they do, because this is good. It's good in a different way from the other one was, because the other one is so fucking like upfront with the flavor, and this is not.
Yeah.
And so that makes me think that whatever they're doing over there, they're not doing everything the exact same way. They're not just like,
They're
here's our
distilling
whiskey,
it certain
dump
ways
this
and-
flavor in this one, dump this flavor in
Right,
that one.
right. No, this is
It's a totally different beverage from the last one.
crafted from base
Yes.
to be this.
Yes,
Not-
exactly.
Not this is our whiskey and these are the 7 different flavorings we put on top of it.
Exactly, right.
And when I used to live up in Mass, right? When I especially went to Salem State, I would go to Salem Beer Works.
Yeah.
And they have their like big tubes of the beer that they're distilling or making
Yeah.
in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And it has the blueberries in it. It has like whatever they're making. I mean, there was even a German one that had like banana, which kind of tasted lemony to me.
Okay.
But it was a banana flavored German type beer. And they had it like distilled in there and stuff. And I'm like, so that's how you get the flavoring. You add all the fruit in and make it right in front of us.
Yeah.
Like that to me is
Let it soak in that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the most I've ever enjoyed the flavor of bourbon. Because I can't really
can
ever
see
say that I've enjoyed the flavor of bourbon, but with the pairing of the pancake and stuff, it really does like. Even though it's a little harsh, you know, it's definitely strong.
It's definitely harsh
but it's harsh in a good way.
for you.
It's like being
As long as I don't fight anybody
it's like
tonight,
being
we're
slapped
good.
in the face while you're fucking.
Who are you gonna fight?
I don't know. The dog. He's asleep. It's not going to work out.
Okay, so you know what? Here we're in the first segment here, and I think we should just tackle this in the first segment because we have to talk about it.
What are we tackling? Hold on.
Oh,
I want to tackle
was talking
something.
About our kids in the pool when
I know. But I here's the thing: we've got a lot of show. I think that we have to right off the bat here say that this week was the death of Chuck fucking Norris.
Oh,
Okay, we'll tackle that. I have another thing I want to tackle before
But
you.
how
gone.
The thing is, and this is something that Bushy and I just talked about recently here. I've had a lot of other people that I know have come up in their feed and they go, "Hey, I love Chuck Norris, but I can't think of a single fucking thing other than Walker Texas Ranger that he ever did. So why the fuck do we all love Chuck Norris so much?" And there's only one explanation, is that he became a fucking internet icon with the memes and the jokes and all that stuff, right?
Baby.
So, like, me personally, as a person who, like, loves, like, mixed martial arts and combat fighting and all the other stuff, I know Chuck Norris as a legend of 183-10 as a martial artist. Like, he was literally that fucking good. Good enough that Bruce Lee brought him on board for his movies and was like, this is a guy I can rock with. So he's been a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but goddamn, he affected like so many different generations of people.
I always thought he was going to kick Def's
don't
ass.
Don't say infected.
No, I said he affected so many generations of people in different ways.
Bushy, you need to clean out your ears.
Hey, half of our best shit comes from mispronunciation. Okay? If I have to make one up here and there, you leave me alone. That being said, I really misheard it. But, you know, I heard you were talking about the above-ground pool. I heard Chuck Norris got an above-ground pool, but they just placed the earth beneath it.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
My favorite thing was when it came across my phone. I get all the news alerts and shit like that because that's how I figure out what we're going to talk about this week and stuff like that. You know, or just like, because I know Owen always has his topics. And I'm like, as soon as something comes out, I want to know what it is. I want to jump on it. And so I see it comes across ABC News, Hollywood icon and martial arts icon Chuck Norris dead at 86. And like I read that. It didn't feel real when I read that. I'm like, no fucking way.
I had to look it up. I was like, let me try to find what happened here. And I'm looking for news sites. I'm looking for everything.
I jump online to go, all right, let's see what people are. And the first thing I see is Tommy, the fucking mortician who's been on our show before.
Okay.
Immediately,
I remember him.
Seconds after, posted a meme of Chuck Norris, and it said, Chuck Norris has not died. He just got bored of being undefeated on Earth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But yeah, it's a weird thing. Like, he did you any of you see the video he posted on his birthday?
No.
It was March 10th.
I know.
So this is what's crazy about it. March 10th, he posted a video of him sparring in a gym. And when I say sparring, I don't mean like he's in there like fucking blood knuckles just going at it. But it also does not look like an 86-year-old man. He's actually going through the motions and sparring. And then he's talking to the camera and he's like, today I'm 86 years old. I don't age. I level up. That was 10 days ago.
Yeah.
What did he die of?
That's what I'm saying because no one's mentioning it. What the fuck happened? Actually, my dad called me and he's like, hey, what do you think about this Chuck Norris thing? I'm like, I don't know. I heard he died. And he's like, yeah, but there's something weird. The family's saying he died surrounded by family, but 10 days ago, that makes it sound like, oh, he was sick and he died.
Right.
But then 10 days ago, he posted this video and he goes, but they're saying we don't want to talk about anything at this point. We ask for privacy. And my dad's going, he looked healthy as fuck 10 days ago and now he's dead. So something like...
This might sound terrible. I hope he died of like a cocaine overdose. Because that'd be cool, right? Like it's one of the cooler ways to go.
That would be
right?
the people who loved him was the whores. Surrounded by people who loved him was the hookers.
But
that
no,
would be amazing.
I
mean, not to tarnish Chuck Norris's name, but that would be the greatest end to the meme.
We gotta honor him by continuing the memes and the legend and all that, you know.
Heroin overdosed on Chuck Norris.
right, yes, exactly. Well, I was thinking, God retired.
Yeah.
So
Chuck Norris is gonna, whip you in the shape if you're gonna come into heaven or not.
But it is definitely strange. I mean, but here's the thing. I know he was actively, and there was even videos he posted this year already where, like, he's in the gym, like, doing squats and lifting and all this other stuff. And when you're a man who's 86 years old, he literally could have just suffered a fucking stroke. And at 86, you're not coming back from that, maybe. And, or was, like, in the gym and he injured himself, or there was an accident, and then he was... at home in bed for days trying to figure out if he's going to make it through this. I don't know. There's so many other ways. But
I'm half his age, and when I drop something on the floor, it's like 50-50 if I'm going to pick it up.
I don't know. All I know is that it's funny to me that somebody like that who became like as recognizable as he was, and even like Walker Texas Ranger, how many jokes have been? Remember Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Do you remember his kids were named Walker and Texas Ranger?
Yeah.
And the fucking granddad goes, "These kids are spoiled, rotten people." And she's like, "If we wanted to raise pussies, we would have named him Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman."
It's true.
So like he's become a meme and a punchline in so many different things, but I just want to say, like, outside of all that, the man was a legit bad motherfucker in martial arts to a level that this country, he was the first American to go over to Japan and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first, and he's Mexican by birth. His name is actually Carlos Reyes. Mm-hmm. But he was...
Whoa.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Oh, we got to take it all back.
Yeah, but born in America, but born in America to Mexican immigrants, and but he was the first like American to go over to other countries in these martial arts events and like literally wipe out fucking tournaments. And like he was the first American to ever do that. That's why he became a fucking household name in this country. You know, it's because he was a legitimate fucking badass.
Weird how America kept the fact secret that he was Mexican.
He did that because it was better to sell fucking, Chuck Norris. It was the stage name he came up with. But yeah, it was easier to sell.
But I'm just saying, even regardless, he felt that he needed to do that for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
That's a sad state of affairs.
That's
but
like,
I mean,
that's such bullshit.
I mean, Charlie Sheen's name isn't Charlie Sheen either.
Right.
You know.
Neither is Martin Sheen, right?
Right, exactly. But
I think Emilio Estevez is the only real name among them, right?
Right. Yes,
and
he's
see
the
how
only one in the
successful
family.
he
Yeah.
was. No, I'm saying.
Carlos Ray was his name.
College.
Yeah. He was born Carlos Ray. And
He doesn't look like a Carlos. Right? He's almost he's almost like redheaded.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Carlos
Ray.
How many redheaded Mexicans you know?
Huh. I mean, okay. Canelo Alvarez. It's Canelo is actually the term that Mexicans have for redheaded Mexicans.
Oh, so his name is redheaded?
No, his name is Saul Alvarez, but they call him Canelo because Canelo. There are redheaded Mexicans, and they call him Canelo. Like,
well, I knew there were. I'm just saying,
it's a
like,
rarity.
I mean,
it's a rarity.
Chuck Norris makes two that I'm aware of. You know, it's like
yeah. It's
like I'm crazy.
Hang on, I'm googling while we're talking.
Oh my god.
Google while you talk.
Da, 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 da.
Go ahead and start and make the pussy fart and whistle while you
work.
Okay. Why did we do that?
I have no idea.
Real quick, while he's looking that up, back to
Oh,
the pool.
so we got the pool. We don't have a ladder to get
her
in,
going.
and we put a step ladder. So, Jackson can get up easily. Samantha, not so much. She actually has to be put in. William loves to stand on that step ladder, rock back and forth like this, and shaking it. And I'm like, oh, my God, you're going to fall and smack your head open. But he then, dips down and attempts to put his foot between the top of the step ladder and the top of the pool.
Oh,
and he's
so in between a pinch point.
Exactly. He's like, I want to get in. And then when you actually lift him up because the pool's so cold and put him in, he's like, I want to get out. But then he goes back on the ladder and he's like, get me in there.
Until you put him in and then he's freaking out again.
Exactly.
Well, he's learning, I mean, let's be real. I mean, I know you don't have balls, but I'm sure the first couple times getting your balls freezing cold wet is a shocking experience to a young man.
Oh, most likely. But I mean,
I still now put my hands up and shake whenever I get in cold water past my nuts.
True. I mean, my tits when they get cold, I'm like, I can't deal with it. But I can't deal with cold anyways.
Owen says that's how he feels when your tits get cold too.
Of course he does.
He goes. I have to retract. He's not Mexican.
Oh.
He's Cherokee.
Oh, okay. There we go.
His birth name was Carlos, and he was born to Irish immigrants. Half of his family was Irish.
Okay,
hold on. His father was Irish. His mother was Cherokee.
I love the idea that we're going to spread the idea that Chuck Norris was Mexican.
Well, that's the only. Hold on. It says it's been a long-standing rumor or a long-standing story that he was Mexican. He was actually with his Cherokee roots. He was depicted as, or he was said to have been Mexican because he had Cherokee roots. But
well, I will tell you this.
Cherokee and Mexican are not that far apart, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why he had the name Carlos. His name was actually Carlos Ray Norris.
I will say this. All of us for a long time have been taking Googling something as law.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
and for a long time, it was. The way that the algorithm worked and everything was you would get factual information.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since they did it with AI, it's like a summary of the most popular things said.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something that's misinformation that makes it into being popular, you will get incorrect information presented to you as fact.
Exactly.
And I've actually been experiencing it quite a bit with gaming, where I ask it a question about something and I kind of know the answer, but not like fully.
Yeah.
But I know some things to be fact. And the answer it gives me, I know for a fact is wrong.
It's wrong.
And for the first time ever last night, I did a long-winded voice. I was like, Google told me that was, this way, but I know for a fact it's not like. And the very first thing that it answers is, you're right to be skeptical. Google is fairly inaccurate these days. I was like,
well, also
that's pretty funny. Like shit talked itself.
If you look at Wikipedia.
That was always kind of known to be what people are putting on there.
No. For me,
that's actually a myth.
I didn't know
Whenever
that.
people go, "What is Wikipedia?" That's actually like
no. Wikipedia was an actual you could get factual things. Then, within the last, I want to say decade, maybe people have started adding.
There was a very specific event actually.
To Wiki. It became WikiLeaks.
Spankgate or whatever that, right?
No, it was before that. So what happened was, Wikipedia was a open source Wikipedia or encyclopedia, right? So you could go into an article that was, let's say, an article that was, because anybody at the time when this became a thing, anyone could enter an article on Wikipedia. My brother, he actually authored an article on Wikipedia about the moon landing, because when the moon landing happened, there was actually an entire speech that was written for President Nixon to deliver to the country, had there been a massive disaster and he had to deliver to the country, they all passed away. And so they actually wrote the speech, and my brother published the whole speech on there. And there's a line where he says, every time we look to the stars, we'll think of these brave men, like that, all that. So what happened was, during the 2008 presidential election, that was the Sarah Palin, John McCain versus Biden and Obama. What happened was, Sarah Palin, as we all know, is a giant fucking moron. And so every time she would say stuff that wasn't correct, and the Paul Revere thing is what started it, fucking people from her camp would go in and edit the articles to make it to where what she said was true.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And then that's where everything got locked down, where Wikipedia was like, this is not what this is intended for.
Yeah.
So that's when people go, yeah, well, you found it on Wikipedia. And I'm like, well, you found it on Fox News. It's that thing. Wikipedia is completely reliable. It's fact-checked. And at the bottom of every article, it has an entire list of their actual fucking sources.
I also think they
Wikipedia
say,
is
like,
accurate.
if you want, like, you can donate so much money to keep
because
it.
it's a free source.
To keep it going and to keep it factual.
But yeah, there was a whole Sarah Palin thing where she was talking about Paul Revere and all this other stuff, and she got all of it wrong. And then one of the people in their campaign went in and changed the whole fucking article to make it so that it was accurate to what she said. And that's where the whole Wikipedia is unreliable thing comes from.
So you're telling me politicians aren't honest?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what's funny, too. It wasn't even people who were paid by her campaign to do it. It was these fucking assholes who were voting for them to go, God, she's going to look stupid. We better go change this. It was fucking regular people that went in and changed it because they didn't want to fucking make her look stupid. But yeah, and not to get political about it, but yeah, that's the whole, every time somebody says Wikipedia is not reliable, it triggers me a little bit because I'm like, no, it is.
Well, just so you know,
it is, but that whole thing started because of people being...
Well, just so you know, we didn't know.
Yeah,
just like you didn't know Chuck Norris wasn't Mexican.
So
calm the fuck down, sir.
Okay, so right now...
He was wearing a sombrero in a fucking movie. I saw it. He had a sombrero. He drank tequila.
I never thought the first time I'd ever see Dirk get mad was about Wikipedia.
Exactly,
He was resting a lot.
So
Chuck Norris siesta. I know I fucking saw that in a movie one time.
I have a
Chuck
great
Norris took a
segue.
siesta.
Dirt. I have a great segue from political.
That's what he put people into every time he hit him with a roundhouse. A Chuck Norris siesta.
Roundhouse kick you into a zesto, compadre.
I have a great segue because I want to be able to talk to you while you're still somewhat sober. So I get okay.
Shots fired.
I want to get a real answer from him
Okay.
to understand what's been going on.
Ma'am, we are always sober when we do this show. What is your malfunction? Can I get some more of that?
That's not true, but I'll take your.
So
I'm trying to defend
recently,
you. I'm trying to defend
I know, I appreciate that.
recently
it's
the
our
Oscars.
It's our show. Yes.
Recently the Oscars have happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I don't know if either one of you have watched them. Bushy, do you watch any of the award shows?
No.
I typically do, and I miss it this year because I had just a lot of other shit going on.
Do
so
I
couldn't watch it.
Do I watch rich people suck their own dicks? No.
Okay. Well, anyways, during the Oscars, it was they had a lot going on.
Was Oscar the Grouch there?
No, but I will tell you,
He hasn't won yet.
there was one thing that stuck out in every speech that was given,
Okay.
and it started at the beginning of the fucking show.
Is
Okay.
this back to
With
politics
Conan.
already?
With Conan. Okay.
No, not yet. With Conan.
Yeah.
Conan made a joke towards Timothy Chalamet in his movie,
Okay.
and he made it kind of like a Sharks versus I can't remember the other gang
West Side
in
Story.
West Side Story.
Yeah.
But it was ballet versus the
Music.
opera.
Yes.
Or something
Okay.
like that.
Yes.
And he's like, I hope they're still, they think they're battling over here, which was also a political thing towards Trump as well, where we're going into war with Iran. But that's not the political part that I'm going off of. Now, he was the running joke of the night. Like, everybody's speech
People hit him pretty hard.
ended
yeah.
up, like,
Yeah.
pulling that out.
Yes.
Even
And
the accepted.
who is this guy?
Timothy Chalamet, the actor.
He's in Dune.
Okay.
He dates Kylie Jenner now.
He played Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. He won an Oscar for that last year.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually,
He's kind of new.
Nikki Glazer had a great joke about him last year because when she was hosting, and she said, Timothy Chalamet, that sounds like something Adam Sandler says when he's playing a character. and then Adam Sandler was in the audience, and she goes, Adam, can we get a Chalamet? And he goes, Chalamet. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is something that I asked Owen on the way home.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you because I don't know how true it is and how long it's been going on, because I feel like it's almost happening at all award shows.
Okay.
Oh, they're definitely eating babies.
Can you buy awards?
No. Long.
I mean, unless you consider
short
the fact-
answer is no. Long answer. So here's the thing. What happens when it comes to like Grammys, Oscars, Golden Globes, all of that sort of stuff? There is an academy behind it that sponsors the event, sponsors the awards, and then what you have is a whole bunch of movie studios, record labels, A&R people, and all that who will campaign for those awards over the course of the year by pouring a whole bunch of money into advertising and marketing and promotion of these films in order to try to get them seen, to get buzz behind them, in order to subconsciously tip the opinions of the actual
people
Academy
who are-
people who vote.
Okay. So the reason
Well,
why
real quick, my guess, and this is just a guess, would be all those people are rich as hell, and yet again, this is millionaires wanting a trophy for something that they've done, and so
Mostly-
why they would not want to be able to buy the awards because all of them could pretty much buy it, you know,
Yeah.
and then that would take any kind of value away from it, and the only people that I'm sure that it really matters to are the other actors and actors. You know, they're like, hey, I got one.
them
you didn't, you
and
know.
the people, like, if this cinematographer lost to this cinematographer, like the people
Right.
who actually do like heavy lifting.
no,
can barely act.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
strictly
Well,
front people.
so I
leading
don't know
people.
if you heard when Beyonce came out with a country album.
Yes.
This was
Yeah.
a big rumor that
Yeah,
went around
everybody
that
did.
Jay-Z bought that.
Yeah.
Well,
award for
maybe,
her.
maybe not bought, but heavily influenced things happening.
Okay. So here's the thing. Did anybody hear the other albums that were up against her?
No, I
didn't
don't
hear-
listen
didn't
to a lot
hear-
of
I didn't hear
country.
any of them, hers
So
or the others.
here's the thing about that. I'm a country music guy. And modern country is absolute dog shit. All of it. Her song, that whole what was it called?
I don't know.
It was oh man, it was Texas Hold'em. That song.
You lost me at country music and
so
Beyonce.
so Texas Hold'em, her song Texas Hold'em, I literally said when that song came out, and I go, wow, that's the most country song I've heard come out on the country charts in forever. So it was, the thing is, and I'll say this as lightly as possible. So when you look at the country charts and all the albums that chart on country music, if you were to think about the last time that an album on the country charts crossed over to the Billboard Hot 100, it's been forever.
Okay.
Because if it wasn't for the country charts, those albums wouldn't get any awards at all. They're garbage. It's patronizing fucking bullshit where they just push an agenda towards pandering towards people who already have that opinion. So the Cowboy Carter album by Beyonce was a fucking great album and probably the most country album that's been on those charts in forever. Probably the last album that won a Grammy that I can say it was more of a country album was the album that Tanya Tucker won the Grammy for, that was produced by Shooter Jennings, Waylon Jennings' son, and that was like 5 years ago. So it was just that album, it was almost like a professional came back down and fought against some amateurs and won, and people were like, oh, you didn't belong here. No, it's literally Beyonce's a professional, and all the Nashville is amateurs.
Okay.
Like, is the nicest thing I can say about them.
Okay.
But
They're all
so,
amateurs, and someone who had star power not because they got caught on TMC saying the N-word in their front yard.
Yeah.
But stars for the right reason came down and competed against amateurs and won. That's what it was. It was a great album.
So then this rumor sparked shit.
Right.
Like Amy Winehouse winning against Beyonce in the same category, and then she overdosed.
Right.
They're saying like everybody who won like took that whatever.
Are we going down the conspiracy
well,
road
but
here?
yes,
Yeah.
this is the thing that even like and
now
then
I'm in.
if you listen to some of the awards that went against Beyonce and other people won, who are the person they thank in that is Beyonce. They thank her in their acceptance speech, which I'm like sitting there thinking, why the fuck are you? Why?
Well,
I mean, did she spar your music? Did she back your music? If she didn't and she didn't produce your album, why thank her? I mean, in reality, I understand who Jay-Z is. I understand who Beyonce is. I understand they're a big power couple. That's great. They got a lot of money between them. She produces or puts out a lot of albums. Do I think all of them are that great? It's a little iffy. But I mean, seriously, some people have been like backlashed over them winning over her. You know, and it's like
some people you're talking about is Kanye, and he's a fucking maniac.
Oh, well, he's an idiot.
Yeah. But here's what I'll say. So Beyonce, this is the part that we have to, as us in the room, understand. This is how long we've lived on this earth. So Beyonce was part of Destiny's Child.
Yes.
And the first Destiny's Child album came out in 1997.
Yes.
Okay. That was 28 years ago.
Exactly.
29 years ago. Right?
Yep.
So when these people think Beyonce, it's because they literally have not known a world without a Beyonce in it, and she's what made them want to do this in the first place. So she is a 30-year veteran of this fucking medium, and she's influenced a fuck ton of people. The whole idea to me that Jay-Z and Beyonce are kind of responsible for some... I'll say this. Jay-Z and Beyonce are rich and they're wealthy because they receive a paycheck from someone way wealthier than they are. So the fact that people think they have enough money to influence this is laughable.
Okay.
Laughable. It's like the old Chris Rock joke. There's rich and there's wealthy. This industry is such a giant fucking machine that hides so many secrets and so much bullshit that the idea that's just because you see someone and go, they're a power couple, they can influence this. No, they can't.
Yeah.
No, they can't. They cannot do it. Because if that was the case, why is Beyonce not winning all the fucking time?
Exactly.
Why was she losing in the first place? Their status as a power couple is no more prominent now than it was back when she lost to Beck.
Okay.
No different. It's just the fact that people forget that, Eminem, when the Marshall Mathers LP was out and he did the duet with Elton John, he lost Best Album to Steely Dan.
Mm-hmm.
A band that is, they're legendary in their right, but they were not relevant at all.
Exactly.
But they put out an album that, to musicians,
that was better than
amazing.
his.
And that's who votes on the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Quick swerve.
Yeah.
That's actually why I'm starting to look more into this whole 50 Ti beef, is because if you guys are honest with yourself, 50 Cent is known for beefing over the last 20 years or
exactly.
so. 50 Cent hasn't been known for music or rapping in a long time.
He's known for being in beefs.
And that's why I said it's interesting to me that you've got all these, there's like 25 different people like making songs about 50 now, and it's really funny, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen if he's going to come out with
exactly.
A song going back at everybody, or what's going to happen, because
no, he's going to have Eminem fight his beef.
Well, I was just about to say, like, 50's never been known as like a battle rapper or anything
not at all.
like that. And even rap beef. Like, he had like one or two rap beefs that I can think
with Ja
of,
Rule,
and then, but yet again, that was more one in the beef category and the trolling category, not necessarily the music side of it. So that whole thing going on.
And the only one who really made money off of that beef, Eminem.
I don't know that for a fact.
He came in after Ja said something about Haley.
Well, not only that, but everything that 50 Cent does, Eminem makes money off of.
Well, yes, okay.
Because
so for being the producer, and then Dre makes money as well.
Yeah. So Eminem. So remember, Dr. Dre discovered Eminem. Eminem brought in 50 and put him on Shady Records.
Yeah.
So it's that whole. It's like a hip hop pyramid scheme. So
let's be real. But you got to be real with everything. Like 50's never denied any of that.
No, not whatsoever. No, I'm not saying anything bad about 50.
I'm not saying it that way. When she said Eminem made out on it, I'm like, well, yeah, of course he did. Because every time 50 Cent makes money, Eminem
right, just the way you said it was.
Yes,
I didn't mean it like that. But I mean, like, Eminem was more of the one who came out on top in that beef.
Well, yeah.
Than anybody else did. I mean, Ja lost like everything.
Well, yet again, but Eminem is known for rap beef and destroying
100%.
you lyrically. So,
and he is historically a battle rapper. That's how he kind of came into the business.
Yeah.
But so going back to how.
Sorry, not to interrupt. Real quick, do you remember the name of the guy that gave us the rapper, the boom bap guy that gave us the $100 bill that was his card? I meant to bring it. I forgot. But, dude, I've threw that shit on my fucking, like, dresser.
I've got it still.
It has fooled me, like, 4 or 5 times. Like, I forgot I left 100 sitting there. God damn it.
Is Talik
Qualia?
It's not because I just thought when you just
Kweli,
said that Talib Kweli. No, I've got it in my wallet. I'll get it for the next segment. We're gonna say it. But yeah, I'll show it to you, Britt. His business card. It literally is a legit $100 bill with all this information.
Oh my
it's
God.
the best thing ever. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that is the fucking yes. All right, I'll show it to you.
Me.
I'll bring it on the air for the next segment so you can see what I'm talking about.
But like, so going back to how people thank Beyonce for what she's done in the industry.
Beyonce.
I just personally feel that why not thank Pink or going back Madonna, back to women who actually share. Cher for the stuff that she's done.
I care less about this than the brand of toilet paper I have in the bathroom.
Brittany, here's what you're not understanding, right? So you're thinking it from your perspective, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody. So just to give you an idea, so if you're influenced by Pink, fine, say that. Madonna hasn't been to a young person coming up who's receiving an award now.
Yeah.
Madonna's last hit was in 2002.
That was hard.
They probably weren't even. No, there's that whole Ray of Light thing back then. They probably that's their parents' music. Beyonce has been making hit records in the 2010s, and that's what they grew up with.
Okay.
They're not thinking of it in a way of like of that. They're thinking of it's my music. And that was my parents' music.
If anything, I'm pretty sure everyone that you named, other than Beyonce, was probably influenced by Beyonce. Like,
well,
yes, no.
Beyonce
was before Pink.
Beyonce and Pink came out around the same time.
Yeah.
But Pink was a solo artist, and she was with Destiny's Child. But still, it's around the same time.
Pink came out with a group, and then she went solo.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I'm just trying to throw out.
They ended up taking her out of the group and being like, "We just want to work with you." So she was originally part of a 3-girl group. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older and so eclectic because I had to be because of my aunt. That I look at all. What?
You start throwing around eclectic. That's just code for old.
No, eclectic is code for crazy with money. Because if you have money,
I thought that was.
If you have money and you're crazy, you're eclectic. If you're crazy and you don't have money, you're a fucking maniac.
I'm both maniac
What's
and
the
eclectic.
other word,
Every homeless person.
Eccentric, not eclectic.
Eccentric?
Yeah, eclectic is more of the.
Okay, you're right.
I'm into.
You're right.
Eccentric is what you were saying. Eclectic is like you like a big range.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. So like I
God damn it! I'm tired of being wrong today.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it happen. This is
it's not your fault.
I feel bad for pointing it out.
I'm off my game.
there are certain people
I've lost
that
something.
I love Mexican Chuck Norris. That's all I know. I'm sticking with it. I'm spreading that to the end till I die.
there are certain people that I have always like leaned into.
Yeah.
Eminem,
Yeah.
Pink.
Yeah.
I liked Christina better than Britney, but I do
Yeah.
listen to some Britney Spears music. Cher, Madonna. Like there's been a lot of like
You're just a material girl, aren't you?
exactly. Cyndi Lauper. Like,
Okay. Comment section says missing in action. That's the Chuck Norris movie.
Ah,
That's the
yes.
movie. That's
Yep.
the movie.
Wait. What about Missing in Action?
That was a Chuck Norris movie.
When we were talking about Chuck Norris movies and what does he know, like what can you remember?
Yeah,
man?
no.
Missing. So I was saying he did Texas Walker Texas
Right,
Ranger,
right.
and then the memes and all that, and then missing in action.
I probably watch a Missing in Action movie like once every month or two. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like just
How many were there? Was that is that like Death Wish?
No, I didn't. It didn't go quite as far as Death Wish. I think there's like 3.
Do you know Death Wish?
no.
Charles Bronson.
I think
Okay,
there's like 3 Missing in Action. I could be wrong
that's
on that.
might be before your time, but Charles Bronson and Chuck Norris were the two like action stars in the 80s that were like So Charles Bronson was a guy that when you see his face, you just go, that's a hard mother. I would not fuck with that guy.
Okay.
And then Chuck Norris was the kung fu guy.
I'll tell you this: you want to see the Charles Bronson movie that goes the hardest? Violent City, I think is.
Oh
was
yeah,
the-
that's the one where he's like the widower and like his family gets killed and then he becomes a vigilante or something.
I mean, that's every movie he made.
Oh,
Is that
But-
John Wick?
But
kind of yes.
yeah, yes, it's John Wick before John Wick.
And
kinda,
what's
but-
the name of that movie?
No, Violent City. Violent City goes hard as fuck because like he's a vigilante, like taking out drug dealers and stuff in his town. I forget if it's because his daughter got killed, but I know there was like Death Wish 3 or 4 was the stepdaughter. I will say this though, it was really funny because I just watched Death Wish 2, 3, and 4 this week.
Not knowing about Chuck Norris.
No. Well, he hadn't died yet. But it was really funny because all of them, and they even referenced the first one. I've seen the first one a bunch of times. That's why I didn't watch the first one again.
He looks funny with a mustache.
But
Yes.
it's literally every single time he gets into a relationship with somebody or has a child with somebody, they get raped and murdered.
Yeah, I know.
Every fucking I'm like, sir.
Yes.
And even I think it's like the third one, there becomes some self-awareness where he like finally he's like, it's maybe not a good idea to date me.
To date me because everyone I
got a bad thing, and then she gets raped and murdered. You
Yeah.
know? But the Violent City one goes super hard because early on they show, I want to say it's the very first like vigilante act he commits.
Yeah.
He goes and he's looking for an underage prostitute. And then he goes into a shack, or he goes and basically like says, hey, I'm looking for.
Can we just say he's looking for an underage prostitute trying to rescue that person?
Yes.
It's not like he's
But-
going, you know what? I want to
listen,
find.
but listen to how hard this shit goes. Like they actually, like he goes and he like finds a guy and he pays him, and apparently like the girl's in a shack and he's like, oh, you gotta wait till the other dude finishes up, and then he goes in the shack and they've actually got like a 12 or 13-year-old girl like laying there crying, and then the fucking I'm gonna spoil this. The fucking scumbag shithead that was just sleeping with a minor comes out, and then like. Charles Bronson doesn't even say nothing. Like, the girl's looking, and then she's like, please, no more. And then fucking Charles Bronson blows the dude away right in front of her. And I'm like, she was already pretty traumatized. I'm pretty sure that didn't, like,
that did not help
help
whatsoever.
with the situation. Like, I understand, yes, you're blowing away the bad guy, and that's good, but you, like, I don't know. I guess you do it right in front. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about a movie going hard?
Yeah.
That shit threw me off. I mean, it's still fucking with me. Like, I was like, wow, like, there's a reason why they don't show, like, child death on screen and stuff for the most part. And that movie kind of crossed that line.
Exactly.
And I was like, whoa.
Well, Charles Bronson never looked like a hero physically. Like when you saw him,
he was a vigilante.
He was never jacked. He
right.
wasn't in like great shape. He wasn't like this guy where you look and go, "Oh, that's a guy." Like he always looked like your dad's buddy.
That's how I try to flirt. I'm like, I don't look like a hero physically.
Yeah. No,
but
he was,
on the inside.
Yeah.
he never looked like like physically intimidating. Like he's the kind of guy that could come in and overpower people. He was always like the regular dude that was just fed up and said, "Fuck it, no more of this bullshit."
The type who's sitting on his porch with a
And
shotgun.
in fairness, they did play to him being more intelligent than a badass. Like it was always booby traps and setups and things like that. Like it was never Jason Statham, I'm gonna go in here and beat up all these dudes. Like I don't think in any of those movies that was the case.
But that kind of goes with like, I also think that movies are not as oomph nowadays.
Oh well, no, of course no. Now
if you look at horror, depending on the.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about over my entire life of watching movies. That one swerved like that was like whoa.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. Yeah.
And going in with that, I told Owen about it because I worked with him the day after I watched it. I meant to text you guys, but I completely forgot. I watched so many movies suck anymore. It is
100%.
rare. It is rare that I put on anything made in the last 3 years, and I'm like, man, that was fucking good. I watched a movie called Bull the other day, and the description is basically a mob enforcer returns to exact revenge on the people that wronged him. Right, like super ambiguous.
Okay,
yeah,
and
very vague.
And I'm gonna be real. I can't talk too much about it because it could be very easily fucking spoiled. All I'm going to say is I put it on thinking I was going to be playing my tablet game or doing, as secondhand watching, they call it now,
Yeah.
And within like the first 10, 15 minutes, I was in. I put aside everything I was doing, and I was locked in for that whole fucking movie.
What platform did you watch it on?
Prime.
99%
sure.
It's called Bull, and it's on Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
If
it's not Prime, it's Netflix. Those are the only two I've got. But I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm on Prime. Because they got a lot of old stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So because here's the thing that what you just said, I think you might be the one that brought either you or my brother was telling me about the article that what you just said is how you put movies on and you secondhand watch them, right?
Oh yeah, it's a real thing. They're actually designing.
They're designing the movies for that because they want to be able to make movies that you don't have to pay 100% attention to. That you can watch a movie while you're scrolling on your phone.
And that's part of the reason it's so bad is because they actually are forcibly putting lines in there that are like, "This is what we're doing right now."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Are these the people that are in it?
Hold up.
No glasses.
Put on my glasses.
Was it made in 2021?
I don't know. It was like foreign. I think it was like a British film.
Because I don't recognize my.
Yeah.
My shirt is cut.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, this is the cast for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was super. Like I said, I think it's like a British movie.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at the third person. Okay.
I will say this: if you're squeamish,
the person at the top.
Yeah.
Is yellow.
It's yellow. Is it?
I will say this: if you're
that's not a racial thing we're saying. Yellow is in like this person is painted yellow.
They got the pictures from a role.
The picture from another movie. Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
The main guy, you know how they talk about oh God, I forget his name, but the guy that played the psychopath in No Country for Old Men. They say that's like one of the best representations of like a psychopath in a movie ever. I feel like this is kind of up there too.
Okay.
As far as that, like I said, if you're squeamish, if you're not into like gory shit, not going to be your thing.
Okay.
But I thought it was genuinely a good movie, and I was completely shocked.
Okay, so now I've recently started.
Before you start into something brand new. We're an hour and 10 in.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I have to take a piss.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I will save that.
All right, mark your spot.
Man,
so we can jump right back into it.
That's pretty good. That's a long for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going on to this.
All right. No, it's always a good show when we have more to talk about than something fucked up I said that turns into a character who's now running around with squirrels.
How about no matter how much we talk about, I always go home and I'm like, oh, we forgot about that. We forgot about that.
I know.
And I never would have thought in a million years that our problem would be fitting everything we want to talk about. Into the time.
That's how I feel when I leave here and I'm on here with Owen and he's like, we don't really want to hear this. And I'm like, fuck, man? Like, you told me to come up with some shit to talk about.
You're like, I have a whole notebook of things I want to talk about.
I like the idea that he tells you to like write stuff down to talk about, and then he's like, no, we don't want to.
That's not what I was talking about.
Especially
that
like,
was only in case I didn't have something to talk about.
he sits there and he's like, see if some of your Disney or Boston or Universal shit is going on. So I do, and I write it down, or I take pictures, screenshots, and I stuff. And then he's
I like
like,
you're relegated to those three things.
He basically said, shut up and dribble.
exactly. I'm like, why are you? You're acting like my areas aren't important.
In his defense, I only know women that stay with men that are kind of a dick to him a little bit. Like, I don't know anyone that, like, stays with someone that's just nice all the time.
No, you know why I stay with Owen? My heart.
I was like, damn, that wasn't where I was
First
going.
up, my heart
this
is attached to him. My soul is attached to him. There's never leaving him. He is, like, the best person I have ever dated in my life. But
If I was gay, I would have fucked him years ago.
But
I will also say Owen is the scariest fucking dude if you piss him off, and that is something to good at have in your back fucking pocket if somebody fucks with you.
Yeah.
To have somebody who automatically goes from I'm nicey nice to let me fuck you the up.
so basically, you just proved my point.
But he
I like that he's mean.
he's also
He's
like
what you basically just said was he's the greatest person ever. He's super nice, but what I really like about him is he's an asshole at times.
but he's also
I feel like you need a flare gun, but we need to go to break.
Okay.
All right. You've been listening to
Love
Pop
you,
Culture
babe.
Radio. We will be right back. Oh, let me do that again because that's not going to be good. All right. No, when I go to edit here, it's going to sound like shit. All right. You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We will be right back.
A burning rain, a song to stay, a shattered window singing I've seen everything. A burning rain, a song to say, a shattered window singing I've seen everything. A burning rain came through my window as it crashed to the ground, making all kinds of sounds.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio.
Yeah.
So we talked about it on break, or before in the last segment. So I grabbed it out of my wallet. This is the business card that Bushy was talking about.
oh my god, that would fuck with me.
Right?
Yeah.
Hardcore.
It looks like a real bill, right?
We'll show it front and back too. It's not even just
Yeah.
like its front side. It's a full.
Wow.
It's a full-on 100 with the
Yeah.
strip and everything.
That would fuck with me hardcore.
Yeah.
It's
really
Jalik Amir.
Jalik Amir. He was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, he's actually he performed. He's performing at Kia Center coming up this in April as the halftime show for an Orlando Magic game. So,
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
The other thing that we didn't talk about last show, because we were just talking about how we always forget to talk about what we wanted to.
Yeah.
When we were at Ill's birthday party,
Yeah.
we met the beatboxer.
305. Yeah.
305 with 305 beats.
Yeah, 305 beats. Yeah.
305 beats, and him and his manager. We talked to him quite a bit, and forgive me, I don't remember her name. We were all drinking, and it was just drunk talking.
And also, he's the show. Like 305 beats as a beatboxer is. I'm gonna see if I can look up some of this stuff.
Really good.
And his manager, it's like she's trying to fucking herd cats.
Yeah, no, she was like all about the business.
She's amazing. Yes,
she was actually serious while we were all just kind of drunk, standing around shooting the shit.
Of course.
But she mentioned that they would be open to us possibly hosting like an open mic night or a beatbox kind of. I forget exactly what they said, but they host a certain event like once a month, right? I think
He
they
has an
said?
event. So he has an event every Saturday night in Miami, and it's at a 3-floor multi. It's a 3-floor club, a 3-floor club.
Like a multi-stage venue.
They have the bottom floor where she books bands to perform, and then on the second floor he hosts a cypher MC battle, and on the third floor is a rooftop bar. And so she said, "Hey, let's plan something. You guys come down one Saturday night. You do your show live on the third floor, and we'll have the bands coming up to interview and the MCs coming up to interview, and you can do your live show, and we'll do it as one big thing."
Okay, so Owen was talking about
Yeah.
Owen gets his stories mixed up. Okay,
Oh, I'm sure he was super excited about the prospect of having to go to Miami.
he's not a big Miami fan in the first place. Number 2, he was telling me that Matt Ills was hosting something down in Miami, and we were gonna go do it. And I'm like, what?
Well,
What's
Matt
going
Ills
on?
was hosting the Austin Coffee thing, which I was very sad I was unable to make it out to. But I could see where he would get the things confused because
Yeah.
we were talking about all of it kind of shotgun simultaneously.
Well, no, then he came back to me like a couple of days later and said, okay, Matt Ills is over at Austin Coffee. He's hosting there, and his friend is over in Miami. So I don't know. Because originally, okay, Owen has not had a vacation
Yeah,
in like 10 years, we'll say. Okay, give or take.
yeah.
So we were planning a vacation like at an all-inclusive place where they might even take dogs.
Right.
And he found some in Tampa. So when I've also mentioned like going down to Deerfield Beach because that's where my cousin is
Yeah.
with, her family. And it would be
I'm
great
sure
for
that
the
excited him.
Well, I mean, at least the kids would play with each other. She has 2 little ones. And they love, seeing Jackson and my other 2
Yeah.
littles. So it would be fun, but it would be like, okay, now we have to cater to the fact that we have to get together with family.
Yeah.
But he was thinking, if we're going to do this Miami thing, then we can go down like early and do a little bit of family
Okay.
stuff and then do that.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, that'd be really cool. But then when he found out it wasn't
Oh,
Matt
I
Ills,
just see you guys now driving down, listening to like Will Smith's "Welcome to Miami," where the fucking shit you're all.
I
the
mean, yes,
excursion,
I would put that on.
Kids screaming and yelling, throwing toys. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I found a video. So Brittany, this is the guy we're talking about. This is 305 beatbox. So
You have to talk to Owen.
check this guy out.
Oh, we're gonna talk him into it.
It says his loop master is hooked into his truck. Look, they're going around his truck.
So I'm actually really glad that you like I haven't watched this before,
305 beatbox.
but I'm really glad you played that in particular because what I noticed about him that was different than a lot of beatboxers is he actually goes for the super low bass.
Yeah.
Not just the sound effects and the thump and all that. Like he actually goes for the drop and like some really low tones.
Yeah.
And it was really funny because when he was beatboxing at the bar, the system there couldn't really handle
His bass.
what
yeah.
he was trying to do at first. So then he tailored it and he dialed it back to where it sounded good on the system.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see what that guy does with a true
Like a full sound system, yeah.
Because you could tell that it just couldn't pick up what he was trying to put down.
But so, yeah, you guys are going to have to like sit there because I told Owen, I was like,
I'll get with it.
You choose the vacation because he needs one. I've been on one, so he really needs one.
I thought you used to go on a cruise ship like every month.
When I was younger, yeah, I used to go on a ton of like twice a year,
Those are
maybe
still
more
vacations.
than that. But that was when I was younger.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
but,
I've
that was
only-
last year.
But a lot of
well,
people don't
yes,
get
I
to
just
do
went
it.
on one last year. But I'm saying like,
That's the one she's counting. Guess what? Just because you were too young to work doesn't mean you still didn't go on a vacation.
I exactly. I understand that. I've been on a lot of
Apparently
vacations. But I said to
You
him,
said one.
I said to him, you need to figure out, cause no, he got so mad at me the other day. Okay, he literally like flipped his lid, got. The way my mind works, and now, mind you, I'm in therapy now, so I'm trying to, like, even it out and not make it race and come up with all these fucking crazy shit to do.
Oh, let me dial it back. I didn't realize you were crazy.
Oh, I'm very crazy.
Whoops.
I'm manic.
How did you not know you've been on a show with her? 4 years?
I know.
I thought it was
4 years.
I
You've
thought it
been on a
was
show with her.
jokes. You know, we do all the joke stuff.
No, I'm still manic. We get it. But, so I said
I
to
just
him,
held out hope.
we thought my cousin was gonna come up here.
Kill you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's school vacation week.
Yeah.
It's ending, he goes back to school on Monday. Her kids had the same school vacation week. So they were gonna try to come up for a night or two
Yeah.
to, do a all-inclusive whatever and hang out with us. Well, her and her husband are in a bit of a pickle when it comes to money-wise.
Yeah.
Because they spent so much money in the first 4 years that they lived here
Yeah.
that now they're like, there's not much left over. And she's going to sit there and think, oh, my God, the hotel was only supposed to be $300, but now we spent an extra $600 doing all this other shit.
How dare she be responsible with her money?
Exactly, right?
Um.
But
Okay.
no, I'm kidding. But no, I understood she couldn't come here. Now, I know that me and Owen aren't, like, always in the best financial spot.
Right.
And it's also school vacation week, so hotels are going to be more expensive.
Right.
Also,
St. Patty's Day also
What's
happened.
a vacation?
Huh?
What's a vacation?
Vacation. Vacation.
Oh, I always heard it was vacation.
Vacation. Vacation.
You're like-
Vacation. I don't know.
Vaca-
Listen, I'm
I
from
guess
Boston. We don't
everything-
pronounce anything right.
Everything to Boston sounds like fuck. She said
Exactly.
She said just a vacation.
But so I was trying to get him to go down for like a night, maybe two, to go see them and like the kids like play whatever. And then I was like, oh wait, it's vacation. So everybody's going to be doing that. St. Patty's Day was happening on Tuesday and people are getting drunk. We don't really need to be around that. So
Why'd you come here?
I meant with the kids. I meant with the
Oh.
kids. But so then I was like, maybe when we were originally planning to do the vacation that he wanted to do, we could go during that time down there, and find a spot where we can bring the dogs and it's all inclusive and whatnot.
You're big on the all inclusive.
Well, no, that's what he's big on, which I'm totally down with. If that means our food's included, our alcohol's included, and the kids can like play at the resort, I'm 100% there. Like, cool, great. It means it costs us less. We don't have to worry about anything. But so then I started getting all these things on Facebook, all these ads about Margaritaville doing cruises. They have a cruise pass.
So weird that you would be looking up stuff for vacations.
I
and then all of a
wasn't.
sudden they would start piping in vacation advertising to you. It's odd how that happens.
So I told him, I was like, Margaritaville's doing $59 a night. Kids sail free. You
Of
get
course,
50% off.
mine is I bring up something about killing a rat. Next thing you know, I've got fucking Vulcan rat trap in my goddamn feed. Every third fucking video about how amazing it is that it kills rats by just falling in this little trap door.
Well, so
It's completely humane. They fucking look over the fence, a razor blade slices their throat. They never see it coming.
Meanwhile, we got Margaritaville Brit over here.
so then Owen blows up at me because I've mentioned a few different things we can do for the vacation that he's looking to have. And he's like, so I'm confused now. Like, are we doing what I originally planned or are you like wanting to plan these other I'm saying I gave you fucking options. You can figure it the fuck out. The ball's in your fucking court now.
I told you, cocksucker. You fucking cocksucker. I fucking told you. here's your fucking options. You fucking pick one, and you fucking stick with it, and I'm fucking tired of talking about this fucking shit.
she made Owen sound like Mexican Chuck Norris.
But no, Owen like sits there and he's like and I think this stems from like I know that I've taken on some of my mother's like I have this idea, but I don't like follow through with them unless he says we can follow through with them. So it's like I plan this, but then I'm like, okay, let's not do it because you have another idea going on. You know, so I might mention something, and now I'm like, I shouldn't mention anything, because if I do, you're going to fucking freak out and think that's what I want to do now.
Well, how dare he think you mentioning something you want to do is something you would want to do? What a crazy person.
But we're a family, so
what does that have to do with anything?
We're a family, so I want to agree where we go. Like, it's his vacation. He should be able to, choose. I gave you options, so if you want to do the thing in Tampa...
Wait. So, hold on. He's supposed to choose, but you gave him options?
Well,
well, we all know Owen. Owen's not going to come up with an idea. So she's trying to give him ideas, to give him options. Because Owen's idea of a vacation is going to be like, you see that door in the house? I'm going to go inside that door, and I'm going to lock it from the inside. And no one speaks to me for 7 days.
That sounds good to me.
I have a bucket I will shit and piss in, and I have rations to last me. That's Owen's idea of a vacation.
Probably is.
Right?
Probably is.
Can you, Bushy, in your head...
Oh, no, I'm not refuting that.
No, hold on. In your head, can you picture Owen on a beach?
No, me and Owen are kindred spirits that way. Like when people say like, oh, don't you like I make fun about vacations and not going out. I don't like to go out. I am perfectly fine not going out.
Owen's
the only time
my idea of a vacation is not having to go to work that day.
The only time I like going out is to support something that somebody I know is doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like concerts.
See,
shows,
Owen dreads that because he's like, I want to go, but there are people there.
Yeah, no. See, oddly enough, like it doesn't bother when I'm going to show love to something somebody's doing. I don't get that anxiety like that.
Well, and also what I think that Owen, and so just so you know, like the whole idea was these 305 Beatbox and his manager are familiar with the show, and their whole idea is that, and they when they said this, they meant all of us.
Yeah.
Do a live broadcast from their event.
Yeah.
So their idea was that all 4 of us would be there broadcasting live, and then when he would host events, and I remember bringing up to him the whole, remember we talked about the plunger spray paint with the sandpaper, I think? Maybe you weren't on the show that day.
Jerk off contest.
So I mentioned like back in the day when I would do shows at like, pubs where I had to do like multiple shows, they'd be like, hey, come up with a way to give a bar tab. And me and Rocco came up with the idea. We had these plungers with the wooden handles, and we would spray paint the handle, and you would plunger like 5 plungers to a table, and then you would say, who wants to win a free bar tab, women only, and you hand them a piece of sandpaper, and then the music hits, and they have to sandpaper all the fucking paint off.
Of it.
And so she's like, oh, we could do that there. That would be fun. And
one of my
and so they want us to like do a live show broadcast, but also kind of like host the event.
One of my favorite things she said that night was when you were telling her about it. She goes, "What grit sandpaper?"
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Owen loves he loves the show.
Yeah.
But there are times when all 4 of us are here, and he gets into his brain and he's like, how the fuck can I make this fun for everyone?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what was that face? It was terrifying. Don't ever make that face again.
And I'm like, babe, everybody puts in something and it makes it fun. So you don't have to worry about it. Like, you can come up with, to make it pop culture.
Yes.
You can come up with your stuff, but at the same time, you don't have to be the person that is giving so much that other people aren't giving as much.
Right.
You,
Yeah, Owen, and no, that's what Owen does. So Owen writes the show, right? Every week when he shows up, he's got his, and again, we don't get to everything that he has written out.
Exactly.
But Owen
There's an outline.
Owen tries to come up with a way to thread all these things in to makes everybody gets a chance for their
opinions and
their
things they care
strong
about.
points to
Yes.
be part of
Yes.
the show. And I totally get that. But what Owen doesn't get, and that I tell him time and time again, is that Owen just being a part of the conversation is enough. And when we do like a live event like that, I'll be completely honest, seeing Owen at a hip hop
Yes,
at a rap
yes.
battle
That is going to be
is
hilarious.
going to be the best fucking part
Yes.
of the show. Because like even when his interaction with Matt Ills and like understanding the whole like origin behind rap battles and the way they all started, I know to him like that hit home for him. He's like, that's cool. So you come up with a way to like for people to settle a disagreement without getting physical and violent.
Exactly.
And so he loves all that. But at the same point, seeing Owen in a crowd at a rap battle would be fucking hilarious because he's experiencing it for the first time. I love shit like that. I don't think he credits himself enough.
He doesn't.
His character is that guy. His character's that guy who's seeing something for the first time and not knowing how to react to it.
Yeah.
And that's fucking great. Like sometimes that's
told
all there
him-
needs to be, you know?
I said to him, the thing that makes the show is all of our different personalities that go together.
Yes.
And the fact that the way that we do conduct interviews is we do our homework or we watch shows and we ask the things that are like more personal.
Right.
We make it a personal basis, and that's how, him being the personality that he is that he's older. He's the geek. He's the older geek country boy.
He's younger
part
than
of
I
it.
am.
Country boy
but
can't
he
survive.
Grew
But
up,
he was-
yeah,
he grew up with
grew
older
sheltered,
people.
Right.
So
Well, by the way, Matt Ills has shared last week's show on all of his networks because he said that interview was the best interview he's done in forever because we all asked questions that nobody else asked. Because I think that's what we do, like as a group. We don't just go to, here's a list of questions that people want to. We
Exactly.
ask what interests us, and that's why I will say, I'll put my fucking hand on the Bible and say, I think we interview people better than anybody else because we don't have canned questions. We don't have a
Yeah.
script. We just ask what we're
we
interested
come
in.
up with the questions,
And
even
we're-
if they're on like
4 separate souls with different ideas and different curiosities, and so our
Exactly.
questions
I
are
will
not
say
the
this:
same.
whether I'm slightly starstruck or not, my whole game plan when we have an interview is just say some shit that'll make them laugh. Like you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
like you said, ask like literally just what I want to know. Just
Yeah.
I mean,
just
look at the-
what has nothing to do with a standard question.
your friend there, your friend and his wife that did the TV show. Back to the Frontier.
Jeremy and Lena, yeah.
Yes, like when they were on the conference call with us, and even when they were in the actual studio, the questions that we asked were more ones that hit home than the regular like, so what was it like? How did you feel
Right.
about it? It was, do you continue doing the things that you did on that show?
I like this. Let's talk about how awesome we are more.
But I'm saying, like, I don't think Owen understands, like, when he does, bring up
Guess
certain
what?
things.
Guess what?
or-
Most people don't understand we're as cool as we are. You know what I mean? I think most people, unless you're a narcissist, the sick part is, I think most people, unless you're a narcissist,
Yeah.
think less of yourself than you probably should.
He definitely does. And I mean, I'll tell you, this man, anything that he grills, and he always, like, he puts down everything that he grills. I'm like, you did an amazing job. It's cooked to the right temperature. It has flavor. It, like,
That's just a man thing, though. Every time I grill something, whether it's delicious or not, I'm like, oh, well, I could have like done it a little bit less or a little bit more.
I
or
could have
this.
seasoned less. I
don't even the cooking thing. I don't think that's even necessarily putting himself down. I think that's just a guy thing. Every time I grill, I'm like, this is slightly over, or slightly under.
But for him, like, almost everything that he does. Like nowadays, the
sure he loves you
planning
talking about this.
thing. You know, we were trying to go to the Orlando Eye because we bought like this package deal or whatever.
Another vacation.
No. Just something to entertain the kids. We
Just-
did the sea life thing.
It's just an excursion, not a war.
Yes. And he didn't look up what time the Orlando Eye closed, so we couldn't get on it because it closed at 8. It was a fucking Friday night, and it closed at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is the point for on a Friday when it's like spring?
Supply and demand. That's all I'll say.
You know. And then it was gonna be closed for another like 5 days, and we were like, so when are we gonna be able to use this ticket? Like, what's going on? You know, we had 15 days to use it, so whatever. But you know, he like is now battering himself over. Well, I didn't plan this out right, and I'm like, you just gotta live life. Like, I mean, plan a vacation, but other than that, you can't plan for when things are gonna happen. Who knows that they're doing construction, they're doing refurbishment over here, you can't plan for shit like that. You just can't. It's just gonna happen. It's life. You know, you can't always be, and Google doesn't always have the right times of some things.
No, you're right. Okay, so listen, we're running on the end of our second segment here. I want to get into this before we go, because third segment, I've got a story that I'm curious. I know Bushy has some information on. I know you have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So what I want to bring up right now is, have you heard about the cancellation of The Bachelorette?
Yes.
Okay. Bushy, you've not heard about this, right?
No.
Okay. So the new season of The Bachelorette was supposed to launch on Sunday, was supposed to be the debut episode.
Yep.
They
filmed
canceled the
everything.
entire episode.
Yep.
Now,
No, you said the entire season.
entire season.
Yeah, they
entire
pulled it
season.
all.
Yeah. So the entire season was canceled because the Bachelorette that was featured in this season's, this season is Frankie Paul. She is one of the Mormon housewives from another program or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
In 2023, she was arrested and was on probation for a domestic violence incident.
Yep.
So,
And the video came out.
So here's the thing. The network that picked her to be the Bachelorette knew that she was on probation for a domestic violence incident. And they still chose her as the Bachelorette, filmed an entire series, put 24 men on the line trying to win her affection, knowing that she already was a violent felon.
I got Brit.
And so the thing is, the reason why this video came out was because last weekend she had another incident with the same person, this guy, a man named Dakota, who that she was in a relationship while she was on the show. The Real Mormon Housewives.
What's her name?
Her name is Frankie Paul.
Frankie Paul and
Yeah.
Dakota. That makes sense.
So apparently now it's all coming out that all of her castmates from that show wrote a letter in group as a production team to the network to say, hey, I wouldn't pick this person because this is what you're dealing with, right? I'm going to play a clip of the video of her hurling bar stools that actually deflect and hit her own 6-year-old daughter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
While she's assaulting her fucking domestic partner at the time. And this is the person that
they chose.
This is called physical abuse.
Bachelor Nation erupts after ABC pulls Taylor Frankie Paul's Bachelorette season. The upcoming season was pulled hours after TMZ released a video showing the secret lives of Mormon wives Star attacking her ex-boyfriend in 2023.
Look at this. She's hurling fucking bar stools at this guy.
Well, I mean, let's be real. I don't know a ton about Mormons, but let's just say I wouldn't
Look at this. Watch how she throws this thing.
I wouldn't think that a true Mormon housewife would then a couple years later be on
Bachelorette.
the Bachelorette. 'Cause
Yeah, wouldn't she want to take a few of them?
I'm pretty sure divorce
all of
is,
them?
Okay.
divorce is looked down upon.
Those bar stools that she's throwing, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones that are like they're the metal ones that have the fanned out legs, right?
Yeah.
Those things are heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Just when I watched that right there, I've seen those before. I know people who have those at their house. I've been around those before. Lots of the patio bars in Orlando, they're the outdoor bar types, have those, right? Those things weigh like 40 pounds.
Jesus.
When you see her throw it, and one of those, her boyfriend at the time puts his hands up, it deflects off her, hits her daughter, knocks her daughter down, and then her daughter starts screaming her name. And you see her eyes do not divert to her daughter at all. She just continues picking up things to attack that guy with. Yeah. So this and when you look at her criminal record, this is obviously a situation where she's gotten away with her behavior because of her appearance for a long time.
You're telling me a reality TV star isn't a wholesome person?
Exactly.
Yes, but listen, we know that. Here is the fucking... This is the problem. A major network just fucking invested hundreds of millions of dollars in filming, production, and marketing for a season that will get nothing for them.
And why? Because she's hot.
Because they ignored every fucking sign they had that said, you shouldn't pick this person.
Yeah.
And they
like
ignored
everybody that was ever in a relationship with her.
But here's another big thing. If that video had not come out, would they have run with this season? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just exposed this whole situation of Bachelorette Nation and Bachelor Nation and all this shit, is that the network does not give a fuck. Because I honestly, 100%, after seeing that, I know they knew this shit.
Yeah.
They were hoping that would happen on their fucking show. Is what it was.
Exactly.
Right,
they were hoping that these kind of fireworks would happen on their show, and then they would be the viral moment.
Right.
But because then that came out, they had to backtrack and change their fucking tone.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what they wanted.
I'm going to be real. Do you really think they would have gotten that much backlash if they would have just went ahead with the show?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Because now you're putting the
I mean,
lives
I'm not,
of...
to be clear, I'm not justifying anything.
Right.
I'm
Because
just saying, in the world that we're living in...
They chose somebody who would put...
Or as the cops put it, in this day and age...
Exactly. But they chose someone who could have put the lives of 24 innocent people...
But they already filmed the whole thing.
But I'm saying...
They already filmed the whole thing.
I'm saying...
Yes, you're right. They already filmed it.
They did, but to show someone like that putting the lives of 24 people in danger...
But they already knew that, and they filmed it.
They'd
I'm
still
sorry. I'm not,
look bad no matter how you look
hold
at
on. No, what he's saying, though, is... no, I agree. They already filmed it. It's filmed.
Yeah, it's done.
Filmed.
It's not, they thought about it because it could have put... No, it did. They did. They
filmed it. They put those people in that danger. They filmed an entire fucking season to a fucking finale. And so they've already done all that. There was a winner. There was all that. They chose not to air it because it made them look bad because of the video coming out.
But if
Also, it promotes
but like you're saying
violence.
but that's what they wanted on their show anyway, so why would they not put it out post that video?
Because before it, so that incident happened in 2023. The video only came out this week because somebody sent that to TMZ to go, hey, here's the Bachelorette. This is the person.
I mean, I understand all that. Like,
and I think the network, it's just like the Ray Rice video, the NFL player who knocked the girl out in the hotel.
If anything, it makes me even more surprised they didn't come out with it.
The only reason why they canceled the season,
violence.
The only reason they canceled the season is because the video came out, and then they had no choice as a corporation to go, oh, we didn't know. And then,
I'd make an amazing TV producer because I'd be like, no, you know what? She's hot right now. Put it out.
So I'm going to piggyback off of, or segue off of this to Stefan Diggs, a Patriot.
Okay.
Okay.
Clearly, let's clear it, a New England Patriot.
A New England Patriot. He was let go. Now, mind you, they knew what kind of person Stephon Diggs was, and the fact that he was coming off an injury when they
tell the whole start background.
Okay.
Give the background.
Stephon Diggs has a problem with abuse, is the way that I'm gonna say it.
Hold on. Stop. Brittany. Stephon Diggs is an NFL player that plays for the New England Patriots.
Who is dating Cardi B.
Okay, yes, dating Cardi B.
Oh, so
had
he's
a child with Cardi B.
He's a registered sex offender. That's why they say that Cardi B wanted to fucking. Oh wait, no, I'm getting Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Yeah. Anyway, he was a
I'm
player for the
sorry.
New England Patriots. He was released this week.
Yep.
After an internal investigation on some previous things that were in.
Well, something happened back in 2023 with an ex, and she filed in 2025 in October. So she filed the domestic, assault.
Yeah.
And then it came out that also in October he decided to strangle and assault his chef while he was playing for the Patriots, like a chef in his house that cooked for him.
It was a Halloween joke. What do you want from the guy?
But so he...
No, them eggs was trash, my man.
The Patriots stood by him for a little bit, and then were like, we need to split our separate ways. Because, again, they did the same thing with Aaron Hernandez when shit went down with him.
That's really weird. It's only usually when someone gets murdered they do that.
Well, I mean, like I said, when they made the contract with him, they made a 3-year deal for, I think it was 26 or...
$26 million for 3 years.
Yeah. And they made the deal so he only had to be with them for a year, and then they could terminate depending on what was going on.
1 year guaranteed salary, and the other 2 years were pending what they call internal evaluation or whatever.
Real quick before I forget, did you guys hear about the I think it was college basketball. I don't know shit about sports. I think it was a college basketball guy. His name's A Million Bugs.
No.
Oh my God.
That's great.
I was gonna hold Jimmy Kimmel interview with him and everything. It was hilarious.
They
got him a sponsorship with Orkin.
Oh God. But so
Okay. I'm sorry. Continue, Brittany.
Yeah.
Patriots have split their way. Now it's looking like he's going back to the Texans.
Okay.
But Cardi B has left him after they had a child. His 4th child. First child with Cardi B. They've split. And he doesn't have a home team anymore because of the ish that's going on with his domestic abuse and assault on his chef. Like, he was just arraigned in April because they originally were supposed to do it before the Super Bowl.
So
but then the Patriots...
So what I'm hearing is terrible person, probably really talented, and that's why he's still getting kind of
exactly
bounced around.
But the Patriots knew, so when they acquired him, right, he was
they
just
already
coming...
knew that he was coming out of... Yeah.
He was coming off an injury, and they already knew that he had some personality issues.
Yeah.
Is how they quoted it when I read it out loud. I was like... Personality issues, so that means domestic violence, and I'm gonna
basically what that means
strangle
is like
my chef.
Whenever I hear personality issues in a scouting report for a player, what I hear is that the scout is going, "Listen, this guy's a great football player. He's a fucking dick, but he's a great football player."
Exactly.
What are we trying to do as an organization? Win football games, right? I think this guy can win football games for us, but he's a fucking dick. But if we want to win football games, this fucking dick might help us win football games.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
The
and
only
then they
reason...
go, how big of a dick is he? Is it big enough that we won't have to issue a public apology? 50-50. And then they go, we want to win football games. Get the fucking dick. Get him under contract.
So... what else I figured out was he filed against his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
For extortion. So I don't really know if her civil lawsuit with the domestic abuse is real, because he's filing for extortion against her. So she's trying to get money out of him.
Or vice versa.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, for everything we know about this guy, it's probably all accurate, and he's just trying to money her out of the picture. But yeah.
But I think that's why the Patriots stuck around during the civil lawsuit and then we're like, now you've strangled your chef. We can't stick around. We need to cut ties.
Like,
real
yeah,
quick.
you made it public when you did that, and so now we can't deny anything.
Exactly.
But it's the thing with Mystical. You know, heard about Mystical this week, right?
Yeah.
Mystical. You know the
Yeah.
yeah.
I
He's
remember
he's was he facing like life in prison now, right?
I don't know if it was life because it was like a sexual battery. It's like a second time, but still they take it pretty light on that shit. Unfortunately, I don't think I've seen life.
Oh yeah, but it's the same.
He's definitely facing prison time.
Yeah, but like what? I don't understand it with these guys. It's like you got like the lottery ticket that like so many of us, whether we be athletes or entertainers or whatever, like you got that. And then
Exactly.
you fucked it up.
You know
like,
who I'm honestly sad for is his son, because his son just started kind of blowing up, it seems like.
And now he has this going
and now
on.
it's
like
got
a dark shadow over him.
right. And I mean, I don't know, maybe he blew up earlier, but I've just recently started getting like all of his stuff popping up. And he's really good. It literally is Mystical 2.0. I mean,
wow.
He's got that just completely off the wall timing.
that
like,
crazy ass
and-
fucking
and-
like
and-
New Orleans,
yeah, and
Louisiana,
screen-
fucking.
What it reminds me of is the guys that play the snares in a fucking marching band.
Yeah,
It's like the rap version of that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the guys do the freestyle and throw the stick behind their back and everything.
Yeah.
It's like the musical or the rap version of that is like Mystical, you know.
Okay.
But it's sad that a dude that, you know, basically had his own completely unique style of rap is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
theme here.
Yeah. Man.
Oh.
Well, you know who's not a piece of shit?
Who?
The guy we're going to talk about in the last segment.
Oh yeah, good old Afro.
The guy who won his case this week.
Yeah.
All right,
Well-
so listen. You have something else you want to
I
talk
have
about
one
before we
thing,
go to that?
yes,
All right, what do
because
wanna-
you will appreciate this because I know you're a collector of like all different kinds of signatures and stuff.
Okay.
So I've collected Disney pins. I've
Yeah.
collected Disney teapots, which
Yes.
is very hard to find because it's not really a thing. Cookie jars, huge thing. You could go and find everything. Teapots, not that big. But so I have now started a collection of
You're saying they're little teapots?
no,
Are they
No.
short? Are they short and stout?
yes.
Do they have a handle and a spout?
Of course. Come on. Where's the tea gonna pour out of? You gotta hold something or you're gonna burn your fucking hand, man. I have recently become a collector of Funko Pop minifigures.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
But only certain ones.
Yes.
I found two that I
Okay.
am very happy that we found.
Okay.
One
Yes.
is Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
And
That's
it
a
is
good one.
It is signed with a certificate by Kane, who played Jason
Kane Hodder.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's played him at least in 3 movies.
Yes.
One of the movies he was promised, which would have been his 4th one,
My favorite movie.
they took away from him.
My favorite movie is Jason Lives. That's Friday the 13th 6, I think.
Yeah.
With the one where they dig him up, the guy loses his shit, stabs him with the fence post, and then he gets electrocuted. He comes back to life.
Yep.
And that's Kane Hodder. Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, he's the biggest.
Yeah. He's
you can
he's a
tell
big
that it's
monster
him.
of a man. Yeah.
So my next one, which mind you, I talked to my aunt about some stuff, and she's out in Cali, like where all these people fucking live, and you would think somebody so hot as this actor I'm going to mention would be somebody she'd know, especially where he's so hot right now.
Okay.
Matthew Lillard. Okay,
Oh.
I got a ghost face with his signature on it, and it's certified.
Oh wow.
And he just now is coming back for Scream 7.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is huge.
Yeah. That's in theaters. It's not. I have not seen it because I know it's still in theaters.
Yeah.
I watch movies at my home.
Exactly.
So I know that's not what movie theaters want to hear, but I wait until it hits my home.
Exactly.
I have still not seen Christy because it's not free yet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch it. Sorry, Christy. I watch your fucking movie. I really want to see it. I have money issues.
Exactly.
No,
We
I'm
all
not
do.
money issues, but I'm like I have to choose where my money goes, and so I wait until stuff is available for me to watch in my home.
Exactly.
It's just I can't Listen, if I go to a movie theater, it's going to be $100.
Yeah, because you gotta buy the
After
popcorn,
everything
you
else,
gotta buy the drink,
I
you
can't
gotta buy
sit
the
there
ticket.
the whole fucking time and not drink anything. And they have a real problem when you come in with shit hidden in your fucking in your pockets, like a goddamn 1940s detective movie. You know. So I have to wait, but I know that movie's out. Yeah.
But we found an antique flea market type place.
Yeah.
That sells a lot of the Funko Pops.
Yeah.
That are signed.
Yeah.
And they had the Ghostface one.
Yeah.
And they also had a Scooby-Doo one.
Oh.
So, of course, I went for Ghostface.
Ghostface, right.
Because, hello.
Yeah.
And they were both signed by Matthew Lillard. Like,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I would have gone for either or. But I'm, like, into the horror right now.
Right.
And I know that Scream's kind of one of those gory, like, not everybody's into it for the way that people died, but...
But it's very indicative of that era.
Exactly.
It's 90s horror. Where it was like, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if you think Scream was gory, you do not need to watch Bull.
Well, no, because I also find Terrifier to be very gory.
Oh, yeah, Terrifier.
Terrifier's way gory, yeah.
Terrifier.
Deadpool is very gory. It's not even a horror film.
But to me, that's joke gory.
But I get that. But I'm saying, like, I understand there are a lot of people who like the thrillers, who like the jump scares and stuff like that, and don't like the gore. I'm kind of... All right. My father, when I was young, and he was still in the picture, showed me Arachnophobia
Okay.
and Poltergeist 2 in the same night.
Okay.
Now, for a child that young, showing some horror films probably isn't the best thing. You should have did, like, Land Before Time, Beethoven, Free Willy. You know, those type of movies that I enjoyed. But so I didn't watch horror.
Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut? that's what I was like feeling.
Exactly.
Sit in this chair in the corner that doesn't have any laundry on it.
Have you heard of Full Metal Jacket?
But so...
Did you just miss my reference about the cuck chair?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
I said sit in this chair in the corner that doesn't have any laundry on it.
Oh, my God. But so it took me to get into Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And watch Psycho.
Okay.
To get back into horror movies.
Okay.
Old.
Exactly. Old. He explains how he does it. He explains what's going on. Well, that's how I took it. He explains how he does it and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it was like jump scares. I got that.
Yeah.
But I'm still the type of person, I can't watch horror movies at night or in the dark. They've got to be during the day.
Tie it back to the Funko Pops. What's
Okay, so now because like
land the plane.
I'm a big horror fan.
Yes.
That I need to now start collecting the Funko Pops of the main horror people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Freddy Krueger. And I have to have it signed by Robert Engel. I can't do
Robert
that.
Englund, yeah.
England.
Yeah.
I always fuck that up. I want to get
I gotta get this thing signed by Bob Engvall.
You gotta get that Freddy Krueger signed by Laura Ingvall from Little House on the Prairie.
I want to get a Funko Pop of Michael Myers, but I heard that somebody from the Halloween movies has passed.
I gotta get this
from
signed
the
by
originals.
Harvey Weinstein.
And I don't know if it was somebody who played Michael Myers.
I can
or if
ask
it was somebody
Liz.
else.
Liz will know for sure.
Because
Liz has all the fucking Halloween stuff.
If it was somebody who played him,
right.
I want to find that one.
It's got to be the original. Yeah.
It's got to be the guy who played him, and I have to have that one signed.
So Gunnar, I can't remember his last name now. He was friends with Merle Allen. I know he's passed away. But Gunnar was the guy who played Leatherface in the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
And I believe he played him in the second and third, the ones all the way through the 80s. And for some reason, I remember him. He played Michael Myers in a handful of the movies, and I don't know which ones. So that's something we'd have to look up and figure out who played Michael Myers in the first one. The 77 one is really the only one that matters.
78.
I'm not being a dick about it, but like the original Michael Myers is the one that people remember. So
Exactly.
we have to figure that
But
out.
so this is my.
That's the one. The original one is the one that signed Liz's mask. Which
Yeah.
She has the mask that's signed by him and Jamie Lee Curtis.
So this
Oh,
is my
wow.
this
Yeah.
is my predicament now is that I gotta go find these Funko Pops that are signed
I mean,
because I'm never gonna
has
get
anyone
to.
been more oppressed?
Owen is never gonna take me to a MegaCon because even like so today.
I love you. It's just like the seriousness with which you present your Funko Pop problem is like you are, standing before Senate, proposing something to save our soldiers' lives.
or, okay,
Dear men and women of Congress,
The problem that I have.
we are presented with a problem that is affecting the entire nation.
I cannot
Our
find.
Funko Pops are not signed by the original actors. I know. This might not affect you, but it affects us as the people. I got a Funko Pop signed by a goddamn mailman. Do you understand how fucked up that is? He never played Freddy Krueger.
I like that
He
you-
just signed a Funko Pop because he was late for a business interview. This is bullshit.
She just crossed Funko Pop off her list. She's like, okay, I'm done with it.
but no, the
Who signed your Funko Pop? Senator Sanders?
we went to.
Was it the actor? Or was it a motherfucker in a fucking Home Depot line? You don't know.
We went to the comic book store.
Where's your certificate of authenticity? Do you have one? Because I don't. I'd like to know who does.
We went to the comic book store yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the girl that's selling, Owen his comic book says, "Are you going to MegaCon?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Cool." But but he says, I know that their stuff there is a little bit cheaper than buying it here in the store. Like, I get that. But by the time you pay for the price to get into the place, then you pay for the food, then you want it autographed.
I love the idea that she was just flirting with him, asking him about MegaCon, and he's like, no, you don't understand the economic ramifications of actually going to MegaCon to MegaCon
Well,
to
mind
purchase
you,
your comic.
me and the kids are there. Jackson's throwing a fit right next to him, stretching out his shirt. I want a bug. I don't want to go to the car. I want that. So she sees that we're all there, but she still asks him "Are you going to MegaCon?" I'm
She
a
thought she'd
family of
save him.
5. You think I'm going to MegaCon? But everybody, all these horror people are coming back and doing the MegaCons.
Yeah.
I would love to go to experience one.
Okay.
One. Just say I've been able to.
I understand that, and I think that if that's what you want to do, you totally should. Because any of the cons, going once and experiencing it, totally worth it. And more so, I would say, for being in an environment surrounded by people with like interests. That's the biggest thing. Because if you're gonna meet any of these people, you're gonna spend a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine who, and again, this was totally worth it for her, but she stood in line for 2.5 hours to meet Paul Rubens.
Of course. I mean,
Pee Wee
hello,
Herman.
it's Paul
Because
Rubens.
it was he was here for, I think it was Spooky Empire, and she was she stood in line for 2.5 hours. She spent over $300
Jesus.
to meet Paul Rubens, take a picture with him, get him to sign something, get the picture that was taken by them printed out of the two of them together, and get a picture on her cell phone because she's it's Pee Wee Herman. This is the only opportunity. So she spent the money to have it. So I get that. Okay, a big deal for her. And
You could tell me that I could meet my dead father and I wouldn't stand in a
Yeah.
7-hour line.
but the thing about it is
that bad?
in an environment like that, meeting the people and the people that are there for the signings and for the events or whatever, you can go to the Q&As that they do, and you don't have to go spend a bunch of money to go sit there and watch them do the Q&As and all that stuff. There's a lot of options. Buy your ticket, get in, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you want to have those one-on-one interactions, you're going to pay for them. That's
Exactly.
the bottom line how it is. But what I know is that a lot of people I know who go to all of them, the reason they go is because every year they see the same people, and it's a community type thing.
Yeah.
And they're all there just like, and they're going from booth to booth of these like independent comic creators and independent filmmakers. And there's a lot of filmmakers that make independent horror films all over the country that you're not going to know about unless you see them.
Exactly.
You know, and so they're buying VHS and DVDs and things like that. And they're just going because this is the community. This is their like nerd fandom. And that's where they all congregate.
I also want to dress up.
So I totally get that.
I want to be part of that
But
cosplay.
yeah, I get that. But also, like what Owen's saying is 100% true is that if you want a Funko Pop that's signed by Matthew Lillard, you can buy one online from a collector, and it will be way cheaper than the parking and the ticket and all the other things you have to spend to get into that con in order to get that Funko. So it all depends on what it is you're looking for.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you want? Because the cons, in my experience, the people that I know who go to those cons every year, it isn't because of who's there and who they're going to meet. It's because of, I'm sorry,
The people
I should say, it
they're
isn't
gonna-
because of the celebrities that they're trying to meet or the signatures they're trying to
It's
collect.
the community
It's
they're
because
part
of the community of people that they're a part of, where they go every year. This guy's going to be in that, and all their friends that go, and it's their meeting place where they all hang out and they spend a weekend geeking out over this movie. That did you see this one? Did you see that one? And they and that's what it's about.
And like, I tried to tell Owen, I kind of have a bucket list. So obviously, you know, a con is on there because I want to go in the cosplay of whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah.
You know what I know that, you know, both of you, well, you probably wouldn't care. Him and Owen are probably the ones who would be like, yeah, do I really want to do that? I would love for us to go and do one night during Halloween of Rocky Horror Picture Show and dress up for it.
I'm down for that.
I know you would be and you would be. But Owen's like probably gonna be like, oh, do I really want to dress up for it? And you,
I'm definitely not doing it.
because I think it would be
I'm
great
a
for.
I'm a fun guy and all, but there are lines
I think
that
I can get Owen into
have.
that. I think I can get Bushy into that.
'Cause
It's a
I
fun
think-
time. It's
No. I'm all about the goofy fun
we're all gonna make
stuff,
fun of
I'm
people,
not-
Bushy. We
I'm-
make
I'm
fun
not
of people the
asking
whole
you
time.
to wear gold panties, okay? I'd probably ask Owen to wear the gold panties compared to you.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'd
Anybody-
ask Dirt
listen,
to wear the.
If anybody wants to do drag, that's awesome. More power to them. Hope they enjoy
This has
it.
nothing to do with drag.
Bushy
It's-
don't do drag.
No, it's
No.
not drag. It's Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's like
Have you seen Rocky Horror Picture
hundreds
Show?
of characters.
Only thing I ever seen a Rocky Horror Picture Show was the dude in drag. On
Tim
the
No,
Curry's-
that's Tim
okay,
Curry.
that's only one
character in
drag.
the entire movie.
That is
yeah.
the only drag person
Well,
in the
that
entire
was,
movie.
that, I seen enough.
They have
was enough.
Meatloaf is in that movie.
Yeah.
Means nothing to me.
Meatloaf, who died like a couple of years ago.
You could have said it
Meatloaf.
was meatloaf with cream corn, and I would have been more excited than.
Meatloaf, the singer and band Meatloaf.
Right? No, I knew
Yeah.
that's what you meant from the
Okay.
start.
But he
I don't know
rides
what
a
we're doing.
motorcycle. Like he's got. You could dress at him
I don't know why. Why would I want to do that?
because it's fun.
Let me dress up like a fat singer I don't care about. I don't.
It's for Rocky
is-
Horror. He has
You're
like
doing
a
that right
gash in
now.
his head.
That's how I dress every week. I just didn't know it yet.
But these are things that I would like to do. Like I told him, I would
No, I get
love.
it.
I would love to rent
It's
one
just
of
so funny
those.
because me and Owen are so similar. Like
Exactly.
I'm sitting here and I already know the fury he's experienced having to listen to this. It's like, I'm not doing that. Why would I do? And then you're like, I'm gonna sell it for these reasons. Like those are all reasons you find fun. Like they all sound terrible to me.
But so then, like I told him one year, I would love to rent one of those apartments
Like,
that is near the
I'm
Macy's.
tired for Owen.
Macy's store for
Yeah.
the Macy's Day Parade. So
Okay.
that way I'm not outside in the fucking cold with the rest of the fuckers, but I'm up in like my nice warm hotel, and I'm looking out, and I can hear them singing on the TV, but I can see the parade and all the fucking floats go by.
I just feel so bad. We were talking for like 2 hours, and the entire time it's all about the plans you're making for the vacations you never take. 2 hours.
On other news, Universal.
Oh my God. That's not even, it's the same news.
Universal has already announced their hosts for Halloween Horror Nights 35.
Okay.
And it's going to be Jack the Clown and Dr. Oddfellow. So Jack the Clown is somebody who's come up in many years of their Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay,
down
I
here.
remember that one. That was that was the main like mascot they came up. It was a Universal created mascot.
Yep.
I want to say it was in the early 2000s, like 2004 to 2010, somewhere in that brain.
Yeah.
But it was like the Undertaker character they came up with.
Exactly.
So, okay.
And Dr. Oddfellow is kind of like a Louisiana thing. You know how they have the guys who do the bad voodoo
yeah.
type shit. So
Yeah.
so they have those two as the hosts of Universal's HHN 35. And I've also heard that some of the houses, if not all 10, are going to be based on horror flicks that take part on vehicles or have their vehicles are mainly part of it. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no
Jeepers
idea.
Creepers.
Okay.
So that's what's
Okay.
coming up
So
in
listen,
that news.
let's take a quick break. We're gonna watch the fucking pound cake video on the patio, so we can talk about this story because we will not end this show without talking about the greatest victory in recent American history, and that being Afroman.
Afroman.
Yes. So, why is my tablet is acting
freaking
like
out.
a dick?
Oh no.
Hang on.
Oh no.
Yes. There we go.
I have really got to start eating before the show.
All right. All right.
Dude.
I haven't eaten a fucking thing. Terrible.
All right.
I didn't have dinner, so
You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We will be right back.
The bodies in the grave of the rolling in the street. What we got inside the bomb was a radiation leak. We got out to the motor and put up on the train. When we left a butter message with a can of spray. Bam, up that dead, walk that dead, walk that day, yeah. Walk that dead, walk that dead, walk that.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. So, did we tease it? Yeah, we teased it at the end of the last break. So, this week, there was a court case that played out in front of the American public in which I have seen people say, finally, the justice system works. And Mr. Bushy, the floor is yours. You have the story here.
Well, I would like to say we all have an extremely stoner lawyer to thank for it all, I would say. Because this man, it was hard even for myself to listen to him talk. You said you didn't hear or see the lawyer or anything?
I did not see the lawyer, no.
Super big beard, like, probably twice the length of my longest beard. And just... when he talked, he would talk like this, and the entire time, just would anybody expect my client to be serious? I mean, look at this guy. And that was one of the greatest things is he actually, like...
So, but keep in mind, nobody knows what we're talking about.
The Afroman case. I thought you said that.
No, backtrack. Tell us the story. Yeah, I didn't bring up Afroman at all. I've never mentioned him.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
The Afroman case happened this week, and the police... not station. What am I trying? Police department sued Afroman. There was a unsubstantiated call that said he had narcotics and a kidnapping victim in his house, And a lot of times when I hear unsubstantiated call, I personally go to what would maybe be considered conspiracy theory and figure, well, these cops wanted to go in there, so they got somebody to use a burner phone or a pay phone if they still exist in that area, or some. I mean, literally, it's crazy what cops can get away with under the guise of we got a call. I mean, so much shit happens under we got a call. I will tell you this, unless you are willing to have the death of somebody on your hands, don't call. I'll just put that out there. Don't call unless it's something that you think is a life and death situation. Police never make anything better. That's just that's totally my opinion, not the opinion of the show. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all weird or anything. So anyway, there was a case in which the Sheriff's Department, Adams County Sheriff's Department, sued who we know as Afroman because they went in, they raided his home, knocked the door off the hinges, went through all of his stuff, and it
stole money.
Well, it just so happened he had a full, camera security system in the house and caught everything. Not the least of which was the sheriff eyeballing this lemon pound cake in the kitchen over and over and over. And also them going through, like he said in his song, his coat pockets, his CDs, all these kinds of places where you wouldn't be hiding a large amount of narcotics or a kidnapping victim. Which means they pretty quickly realized that they had nothing to go on and were there for no reason and probably shouldn't have been there.
And just to add, they never charged them with anything.
They never charged them with anything. And a lot of it drives me nuts, the people that go like, well, they're nice, they never charged them with it. Well, they shouldn't have been there in the fucking first place. Like,
they destroyed his property.
And
destroyed his property, which they don't pay, by the way. If they kick your door down and then they don't find anything, they don't pay to fix your door.
Yeah, I told the story of even way back in the day, people I knew in high school, they'd tear their whole car apart and leave them sitting on the side of the road with car seats on the sidewalk and no tools and, leave people. They don't care. They do not care. I so want to go down hating cops right now. But anyway, there was this case, and because he had all this video evidence, instead of he didn't even go after the sheriff's department and try to sue them. He just decided, I'm a musician, I'm an entertainer, I'm a comedian, I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'll use some of this home movie, footage.
Security footage.
Security footage in my videos, and we'll make a joke out of it. I'll make some money, and it'll all be good. And then next thing you know, they're suing him for defamation. Now, I will say this. As much as I watched, I don't know where this jump that I'm about to explain took place, but one of the deputies or sheriff's brother is like a convicted sex offender. And so Afroman went online. I don't know if it was Twitter or TikTok or any of that, but he basically went out and was saying this, one of the sheriffs that raided his place was a pedophile. And there was even a question in the thing where they were like, why did you say so-and-so was a pedophile? And he's like, well, did you see that particular picture or video? And they're like, yeah. He's like, his hand was on that young man's ass for a little bit too long, in my opinion. or a little bit too long for my liking, or something like that.
Oh, my goodness.
But so, like I said, it went beyond the whole pound cake thing to a level of, like, allegations of sexual misconduct against these police officers and stuff. As I mentioned, I'm not sure where that jump happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was music videos first or if it was just they started fucking with him, so then he retaliated. But long story short, the sheriff's department sued him for defamation of character.
Yeah.
And the biggest part of the lawyer's, most of what the lawyer basically said was, look, my client's a clown. He's a funny guy. Nobody in their right mind would take this man serious.
Exactly.
And, like, very eloquently and strategically shit-talked Afroman through a lot of the trial to make people go, well, obviously nobody would take this guy serious. Look at the suit, he's wearing and stuff like that.
Brittany, the picture, the suit he was wearing.
He's basically wearing, like, 1 million American flags all turned into a suit.
Jesus.
It's mostly white. You know, it's very white, and then but it's a bunch of little flags, probably about 3 by 6 inches each, something like that. But that's the whole suit. It's all American flags. But no, I personally think.
Oh goodness gracious!
I personally think that his lawyer was genius on like so many levels. It wasn't just shit talking him. It wasn't just the fact that he came across like a normal guy and a stoner. Like he did all these stories to kind of endear himself to the jury. Like, I'm just like you, bro. You know what I mean? No, his lawyer is probably going to be set for the rest of his life after this trial. And it's great to see the fact that, finally the people won one. It used to be protect and serve. Now it's, tax and
do whatever the fuck you want.
I can't think of it. Subserviate or some shit.
Tax and subdue.
Tax and subdue, yeah. So anyway, it was really nice to see somebody win a case against corrupt police officers.
Wasn't there like a deal where like he had like one of the ex-wives of the cops? Like,
oh, okay. So in a video he made, he was talking about how he had sex with one of the cops' wives. And the funny thing was, because of the defamation case and the way it was all set up, the police had to try to talk the jury into believing that Afroman should be taken seriously. So at some point during the case, the lawyers were asking the cop about whether or not a reasonable person would think that Afroman had sex with his wife, and he said, well, who knows, And then he like got more direct with it. He's like, do you think Afroman had sex with your wife? And he's like, I don't know.
God.
Yeah, and it was like,
I'm sorry. A guy whose number one hit called "Because I Got High." Everybody knows Afroman for that, where he literally says, "I forgot to pay my child support because I got high. I didn't get groceries because I got high, so I'm eating ramen." Like, that whole song tells you this guy is not to be taken seriously about anything because of the fact that most of the time, most likely, he's high. So he doesn't know what's going on half the time because he's forgotten.
he even says in that song where he's like, you got a warrant for narcotics and kidnapping? Yeah. Why'd you get a warrant for narcotics and kidnapping? And he goes, why'd you get a warrant for narcotics? Okay, maybe for narcotics, but why for kidnapping?
Yeah, he's like maybe I understand the card narcotics.
Or the fact that you're looking in his CD cases. Where I don't know, are we looking for Thumbelina? Like, did he kidnap Thumbelina, for crying out loud? Have she all of a sudden appeared? And he's like, wow, I'm on so many drugs right now that I'm going to kidnap her and throw him in my CD case. It's not going to happen. Or throw her in my pocket of my nice suits because I have every color of every fucking kind of suit that you can imagine in my closet. I'm going to throw her in my pocket where I hide my money because I don't trust banks.
It's just hilarious that the sheriff's department would have enough balls to sue somebody that they wronged, broke into their home, went through their stuff, wrongfully accuse them of like all this shit, and then be like, you owe us money because you've traumatized us.
Yeah.
Like,
by making a couple of videos
that
of
should
you.
tell you how fucking delusional these motherfuckers are.
Dude, I can tell you. So I used to work at IHOP in Revere, kind of in the ghetto part of Revere, overnights. So we would have a cop who, maybe one or two cops, sit there and make sure that nobody got rowdy with us, nobody walked out on a check, nobody did anything to hurt us, right? And I had a few nice cops, one who caught me trying to do sexual acts, when I was a teenager compared to when I was...
Don't talk about it.
Anyways, and then there was this other cop who, like...
How are you going to just casually... There was this cop that caught me trying to blow somebody behind the Arby's dumpster. What the fuck?
Anyways...
Hey, listen, the Arby's dumpster.
That was the spot back in the day.
That was my spot in fucking high school. I don't fucking want to hear that shit.
But so, this one cop, right? So... had the early shift one day, so I got there at maybe like 7 o'clock, and I parked my car right where I could see it out the windows, because we're in the ghetto of Revere. I don't want my car fucked with. This cop who drives like, one of those jacked up pickup trucks that the guy's trying to make up for something.
Yeah, you said cop.
Yeah. So he comes, he parks his car in a normal, parking spot.
Did he come before the truck?
He
Did he
comes
park
in-
This
behind
is
the
the
dumpster?
latest cum reference in the history of the show. Third
Very
segment.
true.
10:49. First cum joke.
That's
Of this
ridiculous.
show.
I apologize.
So anyways, he walks in and he says to me, get in my spot. And I said, excuse me?
So you walked around behind the dumpster.
You talking about the-
I said,
I thought
excuse me?
I was going to make a wet spot joke. But hey, behind the dumpster, yeah, whatever.
I said, what are you talking about? He's like, you're in my spot. That's where I always fucking park. You're lucky. I'm about to call a tow truck. I said, for what? And he's like, I'm going to pull it, have them tow it into the middle of Route 1 so that way we can watch it get smashed up while you work. And I'm like,
What a quality person.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you now? Number one, this guy.
And I'm sure it was like 0 to 100. Like there was no, hey, ma'am, would you mind moving your car?
No,
I
no.
think you may have mistakenly parked where I usually park.
He was one of those people who thought that everybody liked him. He was very cocky. He thought he was the most handsome cop on the force and everything else, and thought he was funny. And I am not the type of person who ever really liked cops. I did have a few good ones that I was like, hey, you're
No such
cool,
thing.
whatever. But I said to him, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you really think you're funny? Because you're not. You need like a whole new fucking
And
personality.
I'm sure that went really well for you.
Well, he didn't fuck with me again.
Oh,
He never
wow.
said anything to me again.
First time that's happened.
In that way, shape, or form. He was always like, hey, how's it going? You having a good day? Cool. Like, he was really nice after that. But, like, he would try to joke. Like, I knew that he would try to fuck with me every so often when I worked and he was, like, helping us out. But I just kind of ignored it. But when you threaten to pull my car into the middle of traffic on the busiest highway that we have and let it get smashed up because I supposedly parked in your spot, your name's not on it, sir. No one's name's on it.
Well, you just need to make a couple songs and win a court case, and you and Owen
Exactly.
can go on all the Funko Pop trips you want.
All right, you guys want to hear some Afroman after jury sides with Afroman in the civil lawsuit?
Yes.
This is from the Ohio, Adams County, apparently, Ohio. This is their local news report. Here we go.
I didn't win. America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
Afroman becoming emotional there as he says this fight was bigger than him. It was about free speech and what he describes as corruption in this sheriff's department. I spoke to one supporter who came all the way from Dallas. I have more on that and more reaction from the rapper tonight at 11. In Adams County, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News.
I respect that man's soul as a Plymouth Prowler.
I respect the fact that the guy who was just giving that testimony that reporting was a guy named Jay Shakur, and no one made a Tupac reference.
But I mean, good for him because I'm so upset with like how our systems work.
It's just
nowadays.
so funny that they sued him for defamation, and knowing he had all this footage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They don't care. That's kind of the point. Dirt is they. You know how many of these videos I watch where the people are getting like abused or excessive force, and they're like, "I'm gonna sue you," and the cop goes, "It's on body cam. I don't care," because the whole qualified immunity thing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I've been like doing that Facebook reel scroll every so often.
Death scrolling. That's how I live now.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw them pull a handicapped guy who like literally cannot use his legs or anything. They're like, "Get out! Stand up! Get out of the fucking car!"
Yep.
Dude, I'm disabled. I can't. And they rip him. I'm like,
I seen one where they were screaming and yelling at a deaf guy from behind him and then tase him and beat the crap out of him. Yeah, dude, it's insane.
or the ones who are like, "You need to give me your license." No, I can leave my window rolled up.
Oh
and
God!
you can
what are
look
you,
at
what
it
are you,
through
a
the
sovereign
fucking.
citizen?
But no, I'm saying like if they really want to say like I'm playing by the law or this is my law, like I have to do it because it's the law. Okay, well, in reality, in the law, I don't have to give anything to you. You can take a
here we
picture
go.
of it. You can, look at it through the window. But
What
unless
are you,
you're gonna
a
tell
YouTube
me,
lawyer?
no. But if you're not gonna tell me what I did wrong, and you're just gonna if I know that I was speeding, I will tell you, sir. I know I was going like 20 miles over the speed limit. I'm sorry.
My whole thing is
I get it.
100%, and I've seen it over and over. Something like a taillight or an improper.
Exactly.
Let me finish. Or an improper lane change or something like that get escalated to the level of violence, and that is insane to me.
Right.
I'll leave it at that.
It's ridiculous. So.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm not going to say a name. I'm not going to mention any specifics, but there's one county in Florida that has made a name for themselves nationwide for
Starts with a V.
arresting or for going after people who are like child predators, and their sheriff is in the Epstein report.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
So go figure. Law enforcement. Oh, we're hard on this, but I'm also hard on this at home.
No, it's
that's how it happens.
It's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Like what world would we live in if the police pulled you over and were like, hey, we noticed you had a tail light out. You might want to get that fixed for the safety of everybody on the road. Have a nice day.
Exactly. Like, give me a warning.
Oh, then they wouldn't be pumping in tons of money for the tax cap.
True. But give somebody a warning. Not tail lights. Come on. Do you really know? Unless your car, and I don't know if there's a car out there that tells you, because my car never told me that I had a
The
headlight
ones do
out.
now. If your car that you're driving now has the tail light out, it'll tell you.
Well, my Expedition, right?
Yeah.
There was
That's
a
what
day,
I'm talking about.
There was a day that I come to realize that my blinker on my right side started going.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not the normal sound of my blinker.
Yeah, the
So-
solenoid starts ticking faster before
Yeah.
it dies.
Because one of them's out.
Yeah.
But the thing is I didn't, like, I had somebody who was like, and I'm like, okay, I pressed the thing. Just because you can't see the front one doesn't mean that the back one doesn't fucking work, because I made sure the back one does
Well,
work.
were they in front of you?
I was just
behind
going to
you?
say, the people in front of you can't see the one behind you.
I
right?
know that, but
Apparently
at the same
not.
time,
I can tell by the
You
story.
should see the
yeah.
reflection in the fucking donkey.
You should have known I intended for it to blink.
See how the donkey sign is fucking flashing from
This
my
is-
tail light.
but
you
this is
fucking
how I-
prick.
it was that day that I found out that blinker was out. And I
Right.
didn't know for what.
I like the fact that you still think it was their fault for being angry.
Well, yeah, because I mean, in all seriousness, I always use my directionals.
But they couldn't
There's
see
nobody,
it
there's
because it
nobody
was
around
out.
me, and I still use my. Owen never. This is a pet peeve of mine for
You know
everybody.
what a pet peeve of mine is? People using their blinker and thinking that it works, and it's out.
A pet peeve of mine is when you're already in the turning lane, yet as you get closer to actually making the turn is when you turn on the directional. And I'm like, if you put on the directional a telephone or two before the turn, then I know.
Wait, what's a telephone? When is a
Okay, so-
says what of a turn is a term of measurement? A telephone
Well,
or
no,
two.
up in Massachusetts, our book was like, okay, so how many yards before your turn? And the way our telephone poles were set up was the yardage before the turn you would
I
take.
got you. I was just totally confused when you said I always put my blinker on a telephone or two before that. I'm like, what?
Telephone pole, sorry. The telephone pole or the electricity poles, the poles that hold all the electricity up in the air. You usually are supposed to put it on one or two before your turn, or if you say there's a street here that you can turn and you're taking the next turn, you turn it on after that street, like right after that street. So people know that you're not turning at every street prior to the actual fucking turn that you're making. I mean, it's simple. Like, if you read the fucking book in the first place when you took that fucking test back then, this is why every 10 years we should be having to retest and rewrite that.
It sounds like
read
it sounds
that
like
book.
you wish you were a cop. Is what it sounds like to me.
No, I would
These
shoot-
motherfuckers! I'd shoot a motherfucker in the face.
Brady needs to go to
I
the
will-
academy.
I will tase the fuck out of somebody for not having a blinker.
I would shoot so many people, it's not even funny.
Well, then you're perfect for it. They're waiting
no.
for
Okay,
your
so
call.
so that being said, my pet peeve is people go, you got into the turn lane too early.
No, there's an area that it starts.
So when the lane is going and then it forks off, you get in as it forks off.
Right.
Because some people will ride it all the way to the front and then just go beep. try to-
Exactly.
in the beginning, right? That's not how it works.
No, you're supposed to
that's
get
not how
in
it
when
works.
Guess
it
what?
starts.
Guess what? There's no such thing as too early to get into the
Turn
turn lane. Yes.
I mean, okay, so you know a lot of places they have short turning lanes at the red lights.
Yes.
So sometimes you have to be over those fucking cross lines.
Yeah. You
Because-
get into the lane when it forks off. When you see the line go fork off, that's when you pull off and you ride it to the beginning. It doesn't matter if it's empty all the way to the front. You don't ride it all the way to the front and go bloop at the
Right.
last minute
Yep.
and turn
With
into
no directional.
No, yeah.
But yeah, Owen.
Even with the directional. If you wait until the front and someone has already gotten into it and then you scoot over in front of them, you're the wrong one.
Yep.
I that's the thing. Like Owen, he doesn't put on a directional until he's like just about to turn. I'm like, oh my god, these are the things that I flip people off for, and you're fucking
I'll give you
doing
another one.
them.
Another one drives me nuts. I will get out of my car and I will confront you. If I'm I'm telling you, if I'm backing out of a parking space and you honk your horn and continue to go past, here's the way it works. If I'm backing out, you can see me backing out. You have to stop.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, if
That doesn't
you're-
mean you're driving, you see me backing out, you honk your horn and continue going. That's not how it works. I will get out. I'll park across this whole lane. No one's going nowhere. Right. Until you get out of your fucking piece of shit car that you can't pay for and go, hey, motherfucker, when you saw me pulling out right there, when you see the tail end of my vehicle coming out, that means you stop.
if I'm already halfway out of my fucking parking spot, where do you get off trying to fucking pass me?
Yeah.
There's no reason for that shit. You stop and you fucking wait. You don't speed through
I'll
parking
tell you, last one.
lots.
I will kill you for this.
Tonight
I will,
on Traffic Talk.
hang on, last one. I will kill you for this. If I'm trying to pull down a one-way in a parking lot, parking lots are the ones that drive me nuts because I will literally, I'm willing to die for this one. In a parking lot, when people do dumb shit in a parking lot, I will literally, I'm like, no one's going to Walmart today. If there's an arrow that's pointing this way and
Yep.
I'm trying to pull in and you're coming this way, and
What
then
the
you're
fuck
honking at
is
me
wrong
going,
with you?
"Ugh," I'll get out of my car and I'll go, hey, get out there. Look at this arrow. See how it's pointing that way?
Yeah.
You need to go home and commit suicide.
No, my other pet peeve.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
My
I'm
other-
like, if you're pulling this way and I'm trying to pull in and you're making me to be the victim,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, no, you need you need to get out. See this arrow? You're a piece of shit. You're a dumb motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
You're going the wrong way down a fucking lane, and you're making it to be everyone else's problem, and you're zigzagging
Pictures-
around cars.
I understand.
Very
I
accurate
understand.
show.
I understand that not everybody reads English. I get that.
Oh God. Here
But
we go.
pictures are the same in every fucking country.
An arrow is
Let's
the
put
same.
some racism.
An
racism
arrow
into
always
our anger.
fucking looks the same no matter where
We
you
need
the
to halt
fuck
that.
are.
Yeah.
We didn't do enough by talking about suicide and racism. Let's.
You can't fucking read English. You need to fast.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I mean,
We went way down the rabbit hole there.
Oh my God.
but no,
I didn't know what to say. I was trying to
I-
find a
I
place to
can't
jump in.
stand
You guys
the
wouldn't
people-
shut the fuck up.
I can't stand the people who, all right, I'm going down a lane and I see there's a parking spot up front. I'm going to go through the parking spots that aren't parked in just to get to. No. You shouldn't do that. People are walking. People have children who run away from them, like my kid does every so often, and I got to pull him back by his sweatshirt hoodie.
Both of y'all need to
I
just
will-
start smoking weed, is what it sounds like.
I'll one up you.
What? I don't even want to.
Hold on. No, I will one up you, and you will agree with me. If you stop in the middle of a lane and put the parking lot, put on your blinker while you wait for someone to load their car.
You should be pushed to the side.
No, you go past. They're not pulling out. That's not an open parking spot. If you stop and wait for them to pull out while they load their groceries, and you lock, there's a whole line of cars behind you. No, if that's not an open park spot, you go past. I don't give a fuck if you stop and put your turn signal on while you wait for someone to load their groceries and load their car and back the fuck out. No, motherfucker, keep going. That's not a parking spot. You don't fucking back up an entire line of fucking people behind you.
Guess what? As someone who can't walk that far and is slightly handicapped, I have to wait for that closer spot to the store.
Then you circle the parking lot until one is open. But you don't make 20 people wait for you.
No,
But
I will make
I
sure
don't.
that I have pulled over so much to turn. Mind you, I drive an Expedition, so
No,
I need
he's
a
right.
pretty.
He's right. I just circled
He
the
is
parking
right.
lot until I was just
He
being
is
a
right,
smartass.
but if I see somebody who's almost done putting their groceries
It's
in,
just as soon as someone says you're gonna agree with me, I love to try to find a way to disagree. For
if
some
I
reason.
if I see somebody
It's
who's
just in
almost
me.
done putting their groceries in the car and about to get in and back up, I'm like, all right, I will move my car over enough so they can get out. And if somebody needs to go around me and get the next spot, they can still fit past me while they finish up.
Basically, here's my rule in life.
This is the worst segment we've ever done.
Yeah. Here's my rule in life. If I'm trying to do something, if there's someone behind me waiting,
Yes.
then I'm wrong.
I've told you guys.
That's my thing.
A big part of my anxiety.
Hey, my dad always taught me the two worst things you can be in life is late and in the way.
Dude,
That's
I've
it.
told you guys before.
If I'm in the way of someone else's progress, I'm wrong.
I will order a number one if I don't think I can figure out what food I want quickly enough because there's people behind me. So you're preaching to the choir. And I've said
And
that
listen,
before on the show.
A number one at any fast food joint is going to be their fucking...
Their main
the
their main
the
thing.
mascot,
Yeah.
You know, the
flagship.
You're getting a Whopper or a
Big
Big Mac or
whatever.
a Dave's Double. Oh, what is it?
Big Buford.
It's Dave's
Big
single
Beeford.
double.
Man, who can go wrong with
triple.
it? But what is it? Wait. What's the number one at Taco Bell? Do they have a number one?
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
think
of
they have
course
a-
they do.
Yeah, they've got number one, but I've never ordered it because Mexican pizza is usually around 5 or 6.
Yeah, but no, that just made me think. Like, what is the number one at Taco Bell?
I want to say it's just like, a burrito and a couple tacos or something. It's
Hold on,
not
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
No, that's a
Taco
good
Bell.
question, dude. Because they're
Menu.
like with their menu, what would be the number one?
I guarantee you it's cheese and beans and lettuce
and
and
a corn
sauce.
tortilla
Yeah,
wrapped
yeah,
up
yeah.
in one way or another. Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't give me the numbers, but it looks like the top one is Discovery Lux Box.
No, that's the special. That's
Alright.
not number one. I may not know.
Specials?
I don't know much, but I know Taco Bell's combo numbers. That may be all I need to know.
Okay, so moving on from our rants that we've had,
I
I do have.
Can we
Moving
move
on means
on to the end of the
show's
show?
over.
already?
No, I have some more stuff to talk about.
I'm done. I
Okay,
am
you
starving.
can have one more thing.
Okay.
One more thing.
One more thing.
It is 11 o'clock.
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
I haven't eaten
yes.
it today, Missy.
Yeah.
It's called Love Story, and
Okay.
it's the John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carol Bassett.
Don't care. Hungry.
Okay.
Now, the actors they got to play JFK Jr. and Carol Bassett are doppelgangers of the actual people.
Oh, they look just like him.
They look so much like him. It like I almost thought they came back from the dead.
Mhm.
I was literally watching it. And I was like,
Didn't know they were
did
dead.
he have a twin? Did she have a twin? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's going on is the actress Daryl Hannah, who JFK Jr. was dating
Yes.
prior to Carol Bassett.
Yes.
Now, mind you, in shows like this,
Darren Hannah, she was in
Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill, but her original thing
Mermaid.
was Mermaid.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, pretty girl,
Yeah.
blonde, blue eyes.
I'd fuck her.
Exactly.
But good.
But so Now, at every beginning of episodes, it says that these stories are inspired by true events, but some of the stuff is dramatized or fictional, whether it's the characters or the actual events that are going on in this episode.
Right.
Now, Daryl Hannah does not like how she's depicted in this show.
No one
And
ever likes how they're depicted.
exactly. She says it's not an accurate portrayal of her life. And she's being played by Dre Hemingway.
It's weird they got a black guy to play her.
Oh my god.
Come on, Dre Hemingway. That's not a
Hold
black.
on. Hold on. If that wasn't a real person, Dre Hemingway would be a sick-ass rapper name.
It would be. It definitely would be. But Dre Hemingway said in an interview that she respects Daryl.
Yeah.
She was so honored to be in this,
That's why I said my
series
first time.
and everything.
He said, I'll play that. He said, I'll play that white bitch.
My first day on the pipe fitting job, I said, listen, I respect Daryl and everything, but listen, I just think the way he's going about things right now might not be the right way because, listen, everybody out here respects Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Daryl's the reason why we're all here right now. We all respect Daryl right now.
But
I love the fact there's a woman named Daryl
I know, right?
because that sounds funnier.
And the
It
fact
does.
That, and the fact that a woman named Andre played a woman named Daryl.
Hey, listen.
I don't know her full name, but I know Dre
Dre
Hemingway.
Dre and Daryl are the only reason why we're out here right now.
Oh my god.
Dre handles all the building and everything, and Daryl knows pipe fitting. Ain't nobody know pipe fitting better than Daryl does.
Every
So-
Daryl does no pipe fitting.
Dre Hemingway.
Yes.
She is related. She is the great granddaughter
Of Ernest Hemingway.
of writer Ernest Hemingway.
Of course she is. Because no one named Hemingway is not related to Ernest Hemingway. Which means she's got 3-toed cats. She knows about Key West. And that bitch can party. Bottom line. You cannot be related to Ernest Hemingway and not know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess Daryl's been receiving like
You
you
scribbled it out. We're done.
I scribbled out the thing about Dre Hemingway.
Oh.
I guess Daryl's been receiving hostile and threatening messages over her how she was portrayed in this. And again, this goes out to the people who are watching it. If you watched the first part, the opening of each episode, it says dramatized and fictional. So meaning
What network is that on?
it's on Hulu.
Okay. I'm going to watch that for sure.
It's like I tell my mom at least once a week. This can be solved by one sentence. People are dumb.
Yeah.
People do not they're not going to go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
What it's like I was like, I don't understand why you don't understand.
Exactly.
Like, how do you not how do you keep saying, I can't believe this person did this. I can't believe this person did that. How are you at a point where you are surprised by any of this?
Yeah. Like
I am surprised by nothing ever anymore at all. Not once. No surprises.
I mean, do we
They're all
really
gone.
know? Do we really know that Jackie O didn't like Daryl Hannah? I mean,
Don't care.
no, we
Who
don't know
cares?
that. But I'm saying like certain obviously
I'm
relationships.
getting breaking news. Tommy Lee's cock is suing Hulu.
Okay.
Tommy Lee's cock
Do
is
you
suing
not
Hulu.
Did you not see that?
He's saying that his dramatization in Pam and Tommy is completely false. He's saying that he never looked up at Tommy Lee and told him, "You better watch out. That bitch is gonna ruin you." This is big because Tommy Lee's cock, as we all know, it's big in the industry. It's got a lot of clout behind it.
Yep. Mr. Cloutcock.
But some
It
of
says
this
it
stuff,
does not, in fact, have a mouth to even voice these words.
If anybody's cock has a mouth, it's his.
I know, right? But so some of the things that are going on in this show, like it's hard to see someone who's such a normal girl get thrust into a life where
Tommy Lee's cock.
No.
I want to eat.
Everything's like photographed. So she has a problem with that.
Okay.
And then he, one of his his friend that he started George with, did come out in an interview and say, I feel bad about the fight that I had that made me exit George, which they show a fight between him and JFK Jr. in the show.
Yeah.
And he's like, I regret never getting to apologize or say anything to him before he passed. So.
Before he crashed his fucking plane trying to fly with the fucking meters?
Yeah. Like
couldn't see out of the windshield. I was flying by gauges, and he crashed and killed everybody.
Was this the same guy that crashed his car with a woman in it and left her to drown?
No, that was
that's
his
Ted
uncle.
Kennedy.
That was his uncle.
Yeah, that's Ted Kennedy.
Anyway. All right, Brittany, I love what you're trying to do here, but we've done a long show, and we were all we've had a good time, and I have $100 bill that will not buy me Taco Bell on the table right because it's from a hip hop artist. Everybody, Jalik Amir. Check him out online. He's great. He'll be doing halftime for the Atlanta Magic on April 7th. And you've been listening to Pop Culture Radio. We will see you again next week. This is I Know Alphabet Good by the Punching Contest. Woo! And, hang on, here we go. You listen to Pop Culture Radio. We will see you again next week. Have a good night.
Pop Culture Radio has been a weird quarter production. Like and subscribe on your favorite platform.